All right, everyone. Good evening. Welcome in. We're about to get started here tonight. Hopefully, I'm going to have a really good show for you. I'm going to be doing the second installment of Under the Influence, my new segment. Well, let me introduce myself for everyone. One second here. My name is Dr. Phil. I like to go by Dr. Phil. That's my name of my character I like to play. So everybody, I hope you're having a good night. Let me see who's here, if we got anybody in early tonight. Turn down the music a little bit. Settle in. Have a snack if you're ready for that. Oh, and also I probably should mention that too. My show often covers subjects relating to weight and nutrition, living a healthy lifestyle, or the consequences of not living a healthy lifestyle. And to that effect, I'm going to be discussing some people tonight, some not quite celebrities, but some figures of note, some online personalities, maybe a better way to describe them. I've got, well, before I do that, why don't I welcome everybody in? Patricia Inglace, I hope you're having a good night. Good to see you. Nutty, yeah, see you in a bit. Taffy Grise, I like that name. Welcome in. Rosebud, welcome in. Yoda's Bob, happy Dr. Phil Wednesday. Good evening, Doctor. Good evening, JB. Hey, Nutty, how you doing? All right, everybody. Hopefully you're all having a good evening. Hopefully you're all having some fun. So for tonight, what do we have? I've got a little bit of Chantel, because Chantel has done some, not anything too interesting, but she did a really good video showing us all the food she bought, all the junk food she bought, and that's always interesting to me. So I'm getting back to my roots a little bit, covering some of what she eats and some of that. And I'm also going to be covering a little bit of glitter and lasers. There's not as much content as I would like. I'm really interested in her surgery arc, but there is a little bit of new material. So we do have something to cover on the glitter and lasers front. And we also have, for part 2 of Under the Influence, Tess Holiday. Yes, I've introduced Tess before, a while ago now. It was one of my early episodes. But I showed off Tess. She is the world's largest, I got to be careful of the words I use. I know YouTube doesn't like certain words. You're allowed to use them later in the show. It's still early. I know that she will say she has a disordered eating. That's a good way to put it. She claims to have disordered eating, but of a type that you would not expect for her, somebody her size. But we're going to go into more detail with that. So yes, we've got a trio of gals. Oh, and a last minute possible update. One of the guys of Girl World, an honorary man in Girl World, in my opinion, Boogie, the big fat guy with the very young girlfriend. He put up a video of him going shopping, and so depending how much time we have, we may get to cover that as well. Welcome in, Alizu. Some huge people, absolutely huge. Nirvana, welcome in. Hope you're having a great night. Hopefully you had a good time last week. I know you mentioned you were going out having some fun. Hey, Wooly, welcome in. Always good to see you, Wooly. The obesest model in the world, right? You think so, Jamie? I will take that under consideration. I probably should. You know, I part of the reason why I didn't was I felt I was putting Foodie in every single week. But I do cover Foodie almost every week, so it's only fair. But that's a good point. You know, a lot of times when I make the picture, I just kind of make something I think looks good, but I don't always know exactly what I'm going to have on the show when I make the picture. So that's the other issue. Sometimes I make the picture and then I add something to the show after I make the picture. But sometimes you're right. Sometimes I just don't get it all on there. But that's a good. I'll take that under consideration, Jamie. No problem at all. Welcome in, Olga K. Howdy. Hey, Detective Cochise. Good to see you can make it tonight. That's Detective Cochise. One of a friend of the show over here. He actually was on the other night talking about how he had some success with his own weight loss journey. I know a lot of us here on various types of health programs. I know the word journey is overused. I'm going to try not to use it as much. I feel like it's overused. It's a great word, but it's just so darn overused. So I'm going to say program. I think that's a better one for now, at least. So his weight loss program is going well. He said he wants to share any updates. Right? They can only fit so many of them on there. So the screen is a little too fat phobic for that. All right. So I think a good, nice little, we're going to start with my wheelhouse. And this is Foodie doing some shopping, her grocery shopping. She bought so much junk food. This is really interesting to see. Oh, and she also just did a mukbang just a few minutes ago. And I'm going to cover just like a tiny little drop of that just to do a calorie estimate because it is crazy. It's like 4,000 calories of food on the screen.
I have a short grocery haul for you. I'm wearing my Canada sweater with a snowflake on it because my AC is pretty high, so I'm cold. All right, I'm cool. All right, so
don't worry, Fiona's mom. We haven't saved you for long because I'm probably going to be showing you a little bit of that later.
I have some chicken baking. It smells so good. Have you ever had chicken with mayo sauce? I know.
Foodie's audio sounds a little bit weird today. I don't know if that's from the video or if there's something else going on, but it sounds a little bit.
It sounds like a fat girl thing, but I'm fat, so.
Oh yeah, mayo sauce, chicken and mayo sauce. Is that a fat girl thing? Audience, chat, weigh in. And anybody watching the replay, please weigh in. Let me know what you think. And if you're doing a weigh-in, do a real weigh-in. Don't do a weigh-in like Foodie, where you change the numbers. You know, where you put something on it or you. Okay, seriously, weigh in and let me know what you think. Is chicken with mayo sauce a fat girl thing, a fat guy thing, a fat person thing, or is that genuinely cuisine? Let me know what you think.
All right, so first things first. Yes, a lot of this is not healthy. It's not just like, you know.
Welcome in, Fallen Angel. Let me welcome anybody else who's come in here. Oh, welcome in, House of Hannibal. Oh, yes, please. Thank you very much. Anybody who's come in, be sure to hit that like button. It helps out the channel. It helps out the show a lot. And please hit the subscribe button as well if you can. If you'd like to see more of this content, at least. Clicking that subscribe bell will get you notifications. Oh, while I'm welcoming people in, let me say thank you also. Let me say thank you to Icy, one of a longtime friend of the channel. Icy847 has been a friend of the channel. She can't always make the lives, but a lot of times she comes in to say hi. She was very kind with a donation through the Cash App the other day. So let me actually put up the link because I know I don't talk about it enough. I don't know if I'm self-conscious or I just forget, but I have a link to my Cash App on my About page if anybody's interested in submitting a donation for the show. It is always appreciated, but of course it's never required. So thank you again to Icy, the donation, $20 donation, very much appreciated. So, all right, so let's get back to the show here. And let's finish welcoming everybody in. Hippieista, welcome in. Hey, y'all. Spooky Muse, welcome in, welcome in. Patty, welcome in. You've never heard of that combination, the mayo sauce? The mayo sauce, I never heard of that either. Season the chickens, I don't need mayo sauce. Welcome in, Patty. Welcome in, McGeezy. All right, I think we got everybody welcomed in here, or at least all of the, oh, maybe a few more, let's see. Let's see here. All right, let's get back to the
healthy stuff. It's kind of junk food, but anyway. So we have 2 big bottles of French dressing. This is my favorite. I love it. I love it. I love it when I eat salads.
See, this is because Chantel really enjoys exploring the French Canadian side of her culinary heritage by getting this Delicio brand French dressing. She likes to honor her. This is a recipe she got from her grandma. She learned to buy it at the store, same way she does, like a real French Canadian member of the Sorrel family. French dressing. What is French dressing? I actually looked it up myself because I wasn't sure. I was like, what is it? Just oil and vinegar with some tomato? And that's basically what it is. It's oil and vinegar with some tomato and some seasonings. Oh, and I learned what makes a Thousand Island dressing is Thousand Island dressing is made with mayonnaise and vinegar, at least according to what I read. Not that I don't really like salad dressing in general, though. And so far, it looks like the mayo sauce is not too popular with the chat.
Love it when I eat cheese salads. 2 big bottles French dressing. Ma favorite. Et aussi, on a acheté des bouteilles de hot sauce. Hot sauce, 2 hot sauces. Vinegary type of hot sauce. I like this on rice, noodles, whatever.
Oh, thank you, McGeezy. See, I don't really eat it very often myself, so I could see that. They'd add sugar. It adds some kind of a sweetener to it as well. See, I don't really like salad dressing in general. The salad, I don't really eat enough salad, really. I should eat more. A green salad is very healthy. If anybody here enjoys green salad, it's a good thing to have. But what I like is just plain Italian dressing, just some oil and vinegar, some balsamic vinegar. Just keep it simple. It's healthy, and it's tasty. And just be careful with salads. Don't do the Foodie, and use the salad and the vegetables as a vehicle to get as much mayonnaise and dressing as you can into your into your mouth. Welcome in, Skinny Queen. It's Skinny Queen. It's Sarah Jane of Skinny Queen Reacts, a good friend of mine, friend of the channel here. Definitely be sure to check her out. Her channel does a lot of great streams and lives. Check her out. Oh, and also House of Hannibal. He does a lot of, I didn't mention it earlier, but he's got a great channel as well. I know a lot of people here are fans of both Sarah Jane and Hannibal, so I'm just kind of preaching to the choir here, but if you're not already aware, be sure to check them out. Yes, agreed, Nirvana. Just keep it simple. I mean, some people, they like more than that, and if you want to have a treat, sure, but just don't think that it's healthy when you start pouring on the dressing, because salad stops being healthy at that point. It becomes more of a treat. Oh, and I wanted to mention, she got the hot sauce. Hot sauce, healthy. Hot sauce is actually pretty healthy. It's just vinegar and peppers for the most part. So unless, it depends on the hot sauce. There are some that have a little more calories, but for the most part, they're low in calories and rich in flavor. So if you enjoy hot and spicy foods, hot sauce is a great choice.
They had a special on the cooking cream. Got a couple.
All right, now this is now where the problems start. There's a special offer. A full liter of cream, 2 500 milliliter cartons. There's no good reason why a person who, unless you have a very large family or you're cooking for like a special occasion, why you would need a full liter of cream. It's just too much cream for just like, you know, basically a single woman with her nephew living there.
Love these because I do cook with them a lot. I don't have Parmesan cheese, but I like making cream Parmesan potatoes baked in the oven.
Creamy Parmesan potatoes. You know what that means? That means that she just takes, she bakes some potatoes and then she just pours on this cream and then she dumps on a whole can of the Parmesan cheese shaker. That's what she calls her, quote, creamy Parmesan. I don't know if that's really how she makes them, but it probably is.
They're so good. I guess it'll just have to be just cream potatoes. I don't know. Got a bottle of Laban.
Oh, here we go. An interesting fact. I think this is interesting. Hippieista with the history. Thousand Island was created by a charter dinner boat company in Thousand Island, New York. They took tartar sauce and added ketchup. That's actually okay. Now I got a new appreciation for it because I actually like I enjoy that Americana history. You know, river boats and sea captains and all that. Oh, welcome in, Crab Apples. Have a safe trip. Oh, welcome in, Rosebud. I don't know if I welcomed you in there. And in case I missed anybody, my apologies. I will try to get to you. If I see you, I'll be sure to welcome you in. But that's an interesting little fact, Hippieista. Thank you for that. And it makes sense why it's such a rich, dressing, because it's on a. It was meant to be served in a restaurant. It's not something that was meant to be eaten every day. It's meant to be eaten, you know, on a night out. Yeah, more cream nutty. Does anybody here buy a lot of cream regularly? Because I know that if I'm going to maybe cook a special recipe, I might get some cream on occasion. Maybe people like a little bit in their coffee. They just get a little pint carton. But who buys an entire liter of cream? That's like a quart. Who buys an entire quart of cream at a time? I mean, if you have a large family, like I said, maybe you have a large family, you have a special recipe you want to make, but just the average person? Oh, thank you, Crab Apples. I will boost it up. I will boost it up. There we go. Hopefully I'm a bit louder now. Thank you, Crab Apples. Yeah, it was. I did have it turned down by about 10%. So thank you for telling me to double check that.
For Salah, so
I'll turn this
yeah,
down.
these things are
All right. Thank you, Crab Apples. I'm going to get this audio
for
back.
me and for Salah. So got some snacks as well. This is the snack bag. We got, are these barbecue?
Is that good now, everybody? Let me, if anybody still would like me to adjust it, let me know. Because I can still adjust it a little bit more, but I think hopefully we have it good now.
They just look like the regular ones. I think they're barbecue. Sunflower seeds, ½ kilo. These are Salah's Beezers. In Arabic, they're called Beezers. Believe it or not. He likes these kind. And these ketchup square.
Okay, let me rewind just a little bit. I think we have the audio just where we want it now. Hopefully the audio is good now.
These things are for me and for Salah. So got some snacks as well. the snack.
Okay, here we go. Some chat. Let me read the chat here. The only time I use 2 containers of cream is for Thanksgiving, and one of those goes to making a homemade whipped topping for several people. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Nutty. Whenever the only time I ever really use cream is sometimes I'll make a fettuccine Alfredo at home. Very rarely, maybe like every 2 years I'll do it. But that's like the only time I ever really buy cream. She needs it for all those bags of noodles, right? Ranch on the tater. She said that she does a Parmesan, what did she call it? Parmesan cream? Something like that. That's basically the same thing. Oh, you're lactose intolerant. All right, Rosebud. I was trying to think then. Is there anything you like to use as like a substitute for cream? Jamie does not like cream. Elise, who's like me every few years. Hippie used to like fat-free half and half and uses that. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking of, like special occasions. There you go. Yeah, same here. Same here. She's still allowed. Okay, I could turn it down even more actually. I'll do that. I'll turn it down even more. Don't make pasta dishes with cream, just butter, cheese, and pasta water.
Bag. We got, are these barbecue? They just look like the regular ones.
Foodie is usually so quiet. That's why it's so weird. For once, she's really got a good loud signal.
I think they're barbecue. Sunflower seeds, ½ kilo. These are salaz. Bezers. In Arabic, they're called bezers.
I'm sorry. So I missed again the last item. I keep getting sidetracked talking about the cream. Okay.
So, yeah, these things are for me and for Salah.
This is for her and Salah.
Snacks as well.
Okay, snacks. These kind of snacks.
This is the snack bag. We got
these kind of not sesame seeds. These are sunflower seeds. Sorry. These kind of sunflower seeds. They're tasty. And the kind with the shells are better because you don't eat quite so many because you have to take a minute to shell them. But these are very high in calories, very calorie dense is a good way to put it. A lot of fat. There's a lot of oil in sunflower seeds. So I don't know if that's a good choice for Foodie because I've got a feeling she eats a lot of those.
Are these barbecue? They just look like the regular ones. I think they're barbecue. Sunflower seeds, ½ kilo.
Oh, welcome to Yellow Moon. Sorry I missed you coming in there.
These are salaz, bezers. In Arabic, they're called bezers. Believe it or not. He likes these kind. And these ketchup squares. They're like shreddies, but they're ketchup flavored. If you love Chex Mix or whatever.
All right, Vista, then I'm going to ask you this then. What's a jar that you think is good? Because I'm somebody who's had really bad experiences with jarred Alfredo. I've never had one I've liked. So I'm not saying I'm going to like one, but is there one that's not so bad? Because all the ones I've had have been pretty bad. Or at least not that good. I'll say it like that. They weren't bad, but they just weren't that good.
Or It's It Bits and Bites. We have them in Canada. You will love those. Okay, I'm going to put this ice cream in the freezer right away because it's like hot in Kuwait and it's probably going to melt. This here is called Lulu. So this is
All right, so yeah, so she got those Chex Mix also. Sorry, I get distracted by the chat. But I'm enjoying the chat. The chat's really great today. So these Chex Mix, these are the same kind of issue as the sesame seeds or the sunflower seeds. Very calorie dense. These are not as fatty. These are more carbs. But these kind of dry snacks, these I was thinking about the other day. These kind of dry snacks are something that's a real holdover from the old days because these were popular like 100 years ago because they could make these and put them in a barrel and ship them across the country and they'd still be fresh. They might be a little stale, but they would still be edible. And when you think back before times of refrigeration, there weren't a lot of foods you could ship across country or ship really anywhere. So these kind of foods, sesame seeds and Chex Mix and licorice and jelly beans and anything like that, any of that old-fashioned candy, old-fashioned snacks, those things are kind of outdated in some ways. A lot of them really aren't that tasty and a lot of them really aren't that healthy. Some of them are okay, but the ones that aren't really that good for you and that aren't that tasty, there's no reason to stick with them unless you just like the flavor because they're not healthy for the most part. I mean, the nuts are rich in calories, so if you're trying to gain weight, those aren't bad, I guess. But most people aren't trying to gain, and if you are, like, you could probably still do better than that.
Squares. They're like shreddies, but they're ketchup flavored. If you love Chex Mix,
Makes sense, Patty.
Chex Mix or whatever, or Bits and Bites, we have them in Canada. You will love those. Okay, I'm gonna put this ice cream in the freezer right away because it's like hot in Kuwait and it's probably gonna melt. This here is called Lulu. So this is a box of chocolate in the center.
Okay, ice cream bars with chocolate in the center. Anybody want to guess how long these bars lasted? Because I saw some of Foodie's live after this video, and we just don't have time to cover all of her stuff. Got to watch Skinny Queen. She covers Foodie a lot more thoroughly than I do. If you want to see all that, but but this though, anybody want to guess how long these ice cream bars lasted? Type your idea in the chat if you have an idea.
Vanilla ice cream has almonds on the outside. Lulu.
Ketchup squares are Chex Mix, if you're familiar with those. It's like a cereal with some kind of a ketchup flavoring powder on top, or a ketchup flavoring, some kind of ketchup flavoring added to it. They don't look very good in my opinion.
From KDD brand. And this is Blitz bars.
Oh, maybe they are Detective Cochise. That's a good point. They could be pumpkin seeds. I get a little, I'm not even sure. Pumpkin seeds are probably healthier than sunflower seeds, but I'm not really a huge fan of either. Seeds are generally kind of caloric. Okay, raspberry covered ice cream. Again, ice cream, Foodie. You don't need any ice cream. Foodie, you're just too darn big and you're already eating so much. If Foodie was the kind of person who could eat one ice cream bar, she wouldn't be 400 plus pounds. She knows that this is a bad decision for her. This is like this is like an alcoholic buying a bunch of beer and keeping it in the fridge and saying, I'm just gonna have one can. It's just crazy talk. It's not gonna happen.
Ice cream with raspberry. Yum, I love those. It looks like those creamsicles or something, you know, raspberry creamsicle. Okay, where's the other ice cream here? These melt very easy. We got a box of...
I didn't even consider that nutty, but you know what? She might be. That's the kind of thing Foodie wouldn't even think twice does. It is heavy stuff. Rao bread. Oh, welcome in, JC. If you're having a good night. Hello, Rampage. And my apologies, I missed anybody coming in here. Welcome in, Stackish. Okay. Likes the Aldi brand. Lulu ice cream. All right. Hopefully I don't miss anybody. I know I'm trying to catch up on the chat here. That's all right. You know what, Lizzie? That's fair. I'll tell you. I used to like Alfredo sauce a lot more, and now I do find it is very rich. But occasionally I do like it. I still like it on once in a while. Less than once a week on the for the ice cream. How long you think it'll last? Maybe 2 days, 2 hours. As soon as the camera got turned off. All right, it's getting shorter and shorter. 1 day, 48 hours, 1 bar per hour. Because she hated them, they lasted a little bit longer. Double-fisted the sandwiches. Like Nirvana likes unsalted seeds. Okay.
Ice cream sandwiches. Now Salah loves these, but me, I prefer...
Oh, Detective, you know something? That's actually a fair point. She knows she's about to leave. I mean, I guess you could leave ice cream in the freezer. So ice cream is something that you can leave for a few weeks. But still, why would you buy a bunch of ice cream before you're about to go on a trip? I'm hydrating, by the way, drinking some water. I encourage everybody to drink water. Or not only water, but be sure to get some water in your diet or other form of hydration. But water is a great choice. Yeah, and anybody, okay, I'll give you the spoiler. The very next day, half of this was already gone. Basically, half of it was gone. The full box of these cones was gone. The box of the other ones with the chocolate inside were basically gone. The ice cream sandwiches said she didn't like that much. Those were still mostly there, and I think one of the others was there. So she got 4 boxes of ice cream, and basically 2 boxes were gone in 1 day. Considering how much other food she also ate, like if she ate nothing but ice cream, that would still be a lot of ice cream. Like if she ate literally nothing and only ate ice cream for the entire day, that would still be like a lot of calories of ice cream. But she ate all that ice cream and then she ate all that other food on top of it. That to me is crazy. That's just too much. It's crazy much.
They're very good. So I'm gonna go put them away. I'll be right back. Okay, now I feel less rushed because the other stuff can wait a bit longer. All right. And I'm buying these things like the ice cream and stuff because I'm being realistic. Like,
this part is the best. She gives, okay, everybody, if you listen to any of Foodie's BS insanity delusion, this is one of the funnier clips here. She talks about why she's being realistic, and really she's doing the smart thing for her health by buying ice cream. Let's let her explain in her words how buying ice cream is actually the smart thing for her weight and her health.
And I'm buying these things like the ice cream and stuff because I'm being realistic. Like, I'll say, okay, I'm not going to eat this. You know how I do that cycle thing, right? Well, if I don't have ice cream in the house, then I basically order. I'll want to order it. I'll want to order a whole ice cream or a box of donuts or something. At least if I allow myself one ice cream. Yeah, and Salah's going to help me regulate, so we'll see. I know you think I'm going to bite his head off if he doesn't let me eat the whole box, but no. I'm going to try my best, but anyway.
Okay, I think Alizu hit this right on the head here. This sounds like such an addict speaking here. And when Foodie talks like this is almost where it becomes more sad than anything. I do like to make fun and I like to make jokes, but this is almost sad to watch at this point. Because this is a woman who is just outright lying to herself. I think she really wants to believe this. I think there's a part of her brain that is lying to her and saying to her, you know, hey, Foodie, yeah, you can, here, just get these ice creams and you'll only have one. That's her addict mind telling her how to get more ice cream into her house. Even though her conscious mind knows she shouldn't be getting ice cream, her cravings are lying to her mind, and they're selling her, Foodie, get this ice cream because it's actually going to stop you from eating more. I hope you folks get what I'm saying. But she's lying to herself. She's lying to herself. Well, you're better than me, Nutty. When I get a pint of ice cream, it does not last very long. But I really don't ever buy ice cream because I know that it won't last long. Yeah, she's actually saving money. Her mental gymnastics. Well, at least she's getting some exercise, right? Salah is going to bite her head off. I will say about Salah, I think he does try to help her with it a little bit, but he knows that it's hopeless. Yeah, some restraint. I mean, has anybody here ever done that? Like Alizu, I got a lot of respect for her honesty and being open about that, because I know I've done that with whether with alcohol or with food or with all kinds of, with money. In my life, I've just been stupid at times and said, oh, I'm not going to spend this, or I'm not going to use this, or I'm not going to eat this, or whatever. And then sure enough, I did. And I can admit that I've done that in my life. And it's, I'm not proud of it. And that Foodie is doing that right in front of our eyes. And she's not even ashamed of it. I guess I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I was ashamed at the time. Foodie doesn't even have any shame. She's just showing this to everybody like, hey, yeah, watch me embarrass myself. I think that's a good point, Nutty. She can't accept the reality of what she's doing to herself, so she just lies and acts like it's not even true. Yeah, she won't. Not really. Oh, that's a good point, Nirvana. She always talks about how she's going to try. She's going to try. She has no real intention of putting any effort in or succeeding. Right? All right, let's run a little more.
Anyway, I have some romaine lettuce, really nice romaine lettuce. I've been craving that for salads. Okay. We have 2 blocks of Monterey Jack cheese, some butter, unsalted, some more cheese, mozzarella, shredded
There's
cheese.
so much cheese right here. There's just so much cheese. Look at all this. This is what, 4 bags in a row?
We have 2 blocks.
All right, 2 blocks.
For salads. Okay. We have 2 blocks of
2 full blocks of cheese. That's 1 pound of Monterey Jack cheese.
Monterey Jack cheese. Some butter.
That's 4 sticks of butter, and she buys this stuff every week. Maybe not every week, but she shops like this regularly. It's not like she buys 5 sticks of butter and it lasts her for 4 months. She runs through those in a week.
Unsalted. Some more cheese. Mozzarella.
Okay, another mozzarella, full fat mozzarella, and I mean, I guess it's kind of academic at this point whether it's full fat or low fat, but it's a lot of cheese.
Mozzarella, shredded cheese for my cheese salads.
For cheese salads, a cheese salad, like, does she mean a salad with cheese on it, or does she just mean like a bowl of shredded cheese?
I just basically put a bit of romaine, a bunch of cheese, and French dressing. Yum.
It's okay if you eat stuff.
And I'm gonna have some chicken breast with it.
I understand.
Basically, the mayo chicken is just basically chicken breast, and I score it, like I slice it, like that, like lattice.
Yeah, respect. And I think a lot of folks have to have. It takes courage to acknowledge when you're not able to do something, and you got to recognize it so you can do something about it. And when you're in denial, like Foodie, you can't get help. Foodie can never get help for herself because she's totally in denial. She admits that she has a problem, but she doesn't admit the reality of it. She doesn't admit the depth of it. She doesn't admit the consequences of it, the struggles of it. It's crazy. She puts her body through so much abuse and it still keeps running. And just everybody here who commented on the various things they know they should be eating, whether it's potato chips for Rosebud or peanut butter for Fallen Angel, I can understand. I'm trying to think for me. For me, I guess my worst foods are probably any kind of sweets, like if there's some cake or cookies, anything like that, I'm probably gonna knock it off. That's probably my worst. I'm okay with most other stuff like chips and things. Right? It's already probably like 80%. Just the last few little bit. She's got that luck, right? Yep. She has no gallbladder. I forget that sometimes. How does Foodie digest all that fat and cheese with no gallbladder? It's crazy. It's crazy. Right? That's why I make jokes a lot, because at this point you can't get upset
or whatever you call it. And then I marinate them in a bit of mayonnaise, not much, and a little bit of ketchup, paprika, salt and pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and you bake it at 400 until they're done.
Woohoo! Skinny Queen reacts. Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. Sarah Jane, you're here reporting some good news on her health. I'm always happy to hear that. For anybody in the chat, I know a lot of you folks, myself included, we're always working on our health in various ways, whether it's to get your healthy weight up or to get your unhealthy weight down. Whatever it is, it's always good to get a little closer to the goal. Exactly. It's not always just about the weight, because it is definitely possible to have your weight not show the full results. Now, at the same time, if somebody gains 50 pounds, it probably is a bad sign. But if your weight is basically holding steady, it doesn't mean that your health is not improving. Right? That plumbing has got to be toxic, rotting away. Yeah, I'm proud of you, Skinny Queen, and I'm proud of you also because I've known you now for well over a year now, I feel, at least. And in this time, you've had some struggles up and down, but you don't give up. You're not giving up. You're not giving in, and that's what matters. That's what matters. So I got a lot of respect for that. Wow. Where it's like a safety hazard. I often think that sometimes, where somebody's so big they can't get out of the place. That's a hazard, because what if there's a fire? What if there's a flood? What if there's some kind of thing they need to get them out quickly and they can't? Or the person gets hurt coming out. Hey, Nancy, welcome in. Hopefully I didn't miss you earlier. But if I did, welcome in.
And it's really the mayonnaise makes the chicken.
That is
very
awesome,
juicy.
Olga. That is awesome. Did you probably mentioned this before, but I think did you mention working on your has you made a concerted effort for that over the last year or so? Because I think that's awesome. Well, welcome in, Denise. That the doctor did say her liver is not looking good. It's not looking good. Safety hazard at that weight. Totally. And they probably have they might have other health issues as well.
His breasts can be a bit dry, and they're very good. It almost tastes like a barbecue chicken. So, 2 bottles of 1.25 liter Diet Pepsi, because I like soda, and if I'm gonna drink some, it's not the healthiest, but it's better than the full sugar.
I'm actually not, I don't hate the diet soda. Like, I prefer water, and I think that diet soda can have, I don't think it's the best choice, but I think for somebody like Foodie, who's a complete food addict and a hopeless sugar addict, and just anything that she can do to get her to consume less calories is probably a good thing. And so I don't love the diet soda, but it's better than water, but it's better than regular soda, like she says. So, okay, that's a small positive.
Okay. I hate having all kinds of bags laying around. So try to put them away. All right, and then this is for Salah. I know people don't believe me, but I'm gonna drink the diet soda or water. He has mixed berry juice and this apple juice.
This juice, okay, juice. Juice is one of those things where I like juice. I love the taste of it, and I think it has, and I know it has a lot of nutrients, a lot of vitamins, but the problem with juice is it's also loaded with sugar. And anybody, if you're trying to get your weight up, juice is not a bad choice. But if you're trying to get your weight down, you're trying to reduce your body fat, juice has so much sugar that there's really very few reasons why you'd want to drink it. And also somebody like Foodie who has all these issues with their blood sugar, drinking that sugary juice is not a good choice. But she says it's for Salah, but we always see her drinking it. So
you like
she can say what she wants.
That's good. Okay, so I bought these, and I said I would never buy them. I know.
That's awesome, Olga. I thought you had mentioned losing some weight, but I didn't want to say it if I didn't. I didn't remember for sure, but I thought you had said that. That's awesome. 60 pounds that's a big loss. That's a really big loss. And just stay positive, and just, if you could just keep that off, you'll be doing fantastic. You're so far ahead of the game. I get it, detective. I mean, somebody's 800 pounds. There's just no other way to get them out. There's no safe way to do it. Right, if she's just to eat it off, just to polish it off, just before she gets on the vacation. That's great, Fallen Angel. You got every step helps. I know that when I was younger, I used to drink a lot of like sweet sodas. I used to drink. It's crazy to think about, but I used to drink at least 12 cans every day. I used to drink at least 12 cans of soda a day. I would drink up to like 15, 16 sometimes. Pepsi, Mountain Dew, full, all that caffeine and sugar. I used to pound them. Like, I would drink a whole can at a time, like in one gulp. I was so addicted to that stuff when I was younger. I'm amazed I wasn't even heavier, right? Like, some people probably would have been even heavier drinking that much, but I got myself off the soda. I switched to sparkling water, and I haven't looked back, and I'm much happier now. I don't like the diet sweetener either, but for some people can tolerate it. Yeah, it's full of sugar. Hold on, it has vitamins. It has vitamins, but you're right. It is basically just sugar. It's basically sugar, but it does have vitamins. That's not to say you can't get your vitamins elsewhere. But fresh fruit is a better choice than juice. I will say that. I like the taste of juice, and it does have some vitamins, but you're better off eating the fresh fruit itself because it has even more vitamins, and it has the fiber, which is an important element of the fruit. It's not going to be pretty. Hey, as long as you're getting the hydration, that's what matters most. I drink tea sometimes. I don't love it, but I can drink it. I like juice a lot, but okay, Elise, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I'm not going to argue with you there. Yeah, she is with the ice cream and stuff. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I was drinking it down like that. Let me let this rumble. I read some of your chats.
But they're cheap and they're delicious. The fried Indomie, they have 10 packs here. So
that's something that's unfortunately, I mean, Nirvana is probably correct. I mean, not probably. She is correct. She is correct with this one. Basically anything that most foods that have a pleasing taste are usually because of sugars and fats and sodium and things like that. Mostly the more plain, the simpler foods are usually the better health choice. So yeah, she's right about that. And Hippie Easter with a great point about Foodie's insulin when she travels, right? That's very important. Yeah, fiber is important. Me too, Olga. That's why I drink a lot of seltzer. I mean, once in a while, there's nothing wrong with it on occasion.
Then I'm obsessed with these.
I think it helps me.
I think people in the UK will know what I mean. The tin beans. Beans in tomato sauce.
Okay, beans are not bad. I mean, obviously canned beans are not as good as fresh, but I don't think that, compared to the other stuff that Foodie got, this is one of the healthier choices on here. I've got a feeling there's probably a lot of sodium in here, but other than that, beans are not bad.
I love them, so I got 2 of those. You can eat them with, and the last item, certainly not least, is this white toast.
Now, somebody who doesn't use insulin, is that because you think she won't ever take it like she's supposed to, or do you think she just is gonna, like, she's gonna show, because she just needs very little? Like, I don't really understand. Like, do you think she's just never gonna take it when she needs it? Sugar is not healthy. Sugar is like an abusive partner. It doesn't treat you well, but you still, but it's hard to resist. It's like like somebody who's very beautiful, but very mean, right? I love seltzer water too. Anyway, so this, you don't think she uses it? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if she uses it or not, but I've got a feeling she probably waits until she's already like super high blood sugar, like she's in a really bad situation, and then she takes it thinking that it'll help her digest it. And this white toast here, I generally do not like bread for anybody who's trying to lose weight. I think it's a pretty bad choice for most people, and especially for Foodie, because listen to how she's gonna.
White bread. The whole wheat didn't feel fresh. With vitamin D.
The whole wheat didn't feel fresh. Well, first of all, any bread for her is not a good choice, but this white bread is especially bad. It's especially high on the glycemic index.
3, fluffy white bread. So how I like to enjoy that is I take some of the butter and I put it in a pan as if you're going to make a grilled cheese. Just a little bit of butter, because I have a non-stick. The new pans I bought there in the one grocery haul are so amazing. Like, nothing sticks to them. My stainless steel pots, things stick to them, and I'm annoyed with them. So I got this piece was on sale, half price. It was like 36 KD down to like maybe 13. Now that's more than half price, I think. I can't do math anyways. So
you know something, it says toast, but it might be like not toasted. I think they just call it toast. I'm not sure if it's actually pre-toasted or not, though. That's a good question. Oh, that is true. They add sugar to the canned beans. See, I'm not familiar with the canned beans myself. I don't eat them very often. But that's something that you should look for. And if there's sugar in there, then you probably do want to avoid that. That is so true, Elizu. That is so true. There's people who spend like $20 to $30 or more on skincare creams and going to dermatologists and buying all kinds of fancy serums, but they don't drink enough water. They don't use they sit out in this, or they let the sun burn their skin all day. They do nothing to really care for their skin, and they have bad diet, and they just buy they slather expensive creams on top. That doesn't fix it. I don't know if I've ever had those. The piece likes the old school Diet Pepsi. Yeah, right. That's what she makes for grilled cheese. I don't know. I think I've had those before, but I don't. It's been so long, I don't remember them. Mountain Valley Sparkling Water. Okay, interesting. I've not had that brand myself. Yeah, Foodie is not a good cook. As for somebody who eats so much, he really is not. That's awesome. That is so awesome about the lentil soup. I mean, if it works, that's what matters, right? I mean, it sounds like, I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. Lentils are healthy. All right, so let's let it run a little bit.
Yeah, so I like to do that. Then put the bread on and like toast it, flip it sides, toast it in the fry pan with a bit of butter, and it's chef's kiss. It's so good. And then I like to eat the beans with that, maybe some of the broccoli or Brussels sprouts that I like. But it's a quick and easy meal. It's filling, it's satisfying, and I find when I eat that, I do feel satisfied and, you know, less likely to order out junk.
I love how she says that. I'll be satisfied and less likely to order out junk. So in other words, if Foodie makes a fried piece of toast, covers it with beans and cheese, eats that, there's still a chance that she's going to order takeout, even after eating what some people would call a small meal. She needs to eat a meal as a way to stop her from ordering takeout. This is somebody whose food addiction is wild, and I know some people will say that YouTube should stop this. I mean, I don't know how they would enforce it. But I do believe that Foodie is monetizing her food addiction at this point. Like we all talk about that, she shouldn't be allowed to. But how do they enforce that? But just for the purposes of argument, I feel like she is somebody who at this point really is doing that. Like this is just unchecked food addiction.
I guess just because I feel like the bread is junky, and a lot of people will think that it is, and will think that a lot of these foods are junky, and they're not like health foods or anything, but it's just a little top up. We got the groceries today, just now, and as per the bill, so everything, if I'm rounding it off by a few fills or whatever, it was like 20 KD. So I'll try to put the price here for you to let you know exactly what that is in like different currencies, because I know a lot of my viewers are from the West, so like Canada, US, UK, Australia. So you're probably thinking like,
pretty much,
you know, what is that?
Pretty much. All right, I think that's the end of the grocery haul. So let's see what we have. If there's anything at the end here you want to see.
A fresh tomato sauce.
She talks about a recipe that she makes.
You know, chicken breast.
But I'm gonna pull up the other video for Chantel real quick, and then I'm gonna cover. Then we're gonna go to glitter and lasers for a little bit, and then we're gonna follow up with Tess because I have our new segment at the end of the night. So if anybody you haven't had the chance yet, please hit that like button and subscribe if you'd like to see more of this content. And if you're watching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And which will also say thank you to everybody in the chat and anybody lurking in the chat. You're all very much appreciated.
I had some of the rice. I had some carrots, steamed carrots, with a little bit of butter, and then I made a daku sauce, which is like a fresh tomato sauce. So I took some of the tomatoes, chopped them up with a bit of like a tablespoon of tomato paste, some fresh garlic, and a bit of water, and you make like a sauce and you blend it and you put it over the rice and chicken. So in my community tab picture, that's what the sauce is. It's a fresh tomato sauce. I always, you know, get the dakus as a side, the tomato sauce as a side when I order like mash booths and things from here, chicken and rice. So I decided to make my own. I had fresh tomatoes and it did not disappoint. Oh, and I put a little bit of honey because the tomato's a little acidic. So it's just, yeah, it was really good. And so I'm making more chicken breast now. I'm gonna have a salad with that. I'm not sure if I'll have a little bit of rice or not. We'll see. Or it's some Indomie. We'll see. But yeah, French dressing is my favorite dressing. Comment your favorite salad dressing below. I say this one, and then probably creamy cucumber, and then probably.
Okay, let me catch up on chat real quick, and then we're gonna switch to the other videos. We love you, lurkers. You're awesome. You know what, Fallen Angel? It might lead to one, because part of the reason why, I mean, I've always wanted to stream more, but having more content makes it more of a possibility for me. Because some weeks I didn't have enough content. I mean, it sounds silly, but hey, welcome in, Bastos. Yeah, she really is. She really is. Okay, let me let this run for one more second here, because I gotta get the link up.
Are my favorites. So, and then after that, probably just balsamic vinegar and olive oil. I love that as well sometimes. So, I don't even know what French is made of. It's just like a...
Okay, so let me load up Anna's channel over here. Share this tab instead. Okay, so we got Glitter and Lasers Anna over here. We've got the videos of her before she gets her surgery, but more importantly, we have the video of her after she gets her surgery. This video, I thought, is really interesting. Let me also give a little intro to everybody. Let me welcome everybody in also real quick. 1 second here. All right, this is our segment here. We got Anna, who's our second gorl of the night. Oh, geez, I'm missing some of your comments. Hold on. Welcome in, everybody. Well, welcome in, Blue Eyes. Welcome in. Welcome in, Emperor Shavadin. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Yes, more surgery. Okay, I'm sorry if I missed your chats. If you had something you'd like me to see, just type it again. But I got to catch up here. I don't want to fall too far behind. So let me pull up the video. Okay, so you got Anna here, and let me see if I can maybe. Hopefully this is big enough. Can you folks see the video? So I'm going to read this to you folks. Well, I'll play the video first. Anna just had her second liposuction surgery. She hasn't been very forthcoming with the results from the first one. It looks like she had some positive cosmetic effect. It did. It looks like they removed some of the lumps on her legs. Not a large, not a huge amount, but enough where it's noticeable. But my issue has never been that I'm against Anna getting surgery. I think that as part of a long-term health program, surgery might be a good choice for her. I think that her getting surgery at her current weight is not a good choice. But regardless of that, the surgery itself might have had some help. Now, the issue here, though, is that she plans to continue to get surgeries, and she has made no modification to her diet. Anna's diet has been a problem for a while. Anna's probably well over 400 pounds. She's not forthcoming about her weight. She's well over 400 pounds. She eats heavily. She claims that she has no burnable body fat, that her body is all lipedema, basically, and it's all unburnable by no matter what she does, and it needs to be liposuctioned out. But even if that were true, let's pretend that were true for a second. Let's or not pretend, but let's stipulate that it were true. Let's hypothesize that's true. If that were, that doesn't mean that she can't gain it back. You could still gain the weight back. Just because you could not lose it, you still gained it the first time. It managed to get on your body once. So if you got it on your body once, there's nothing that's going to stop you from getting it back onto your body a second time if you continue to eat the same way. So with that said, I'm going to play this video of Anna a day after her second surgery. And then you can tell me if anything stands out to you. Just so you know, this is basically the very next day. I'll read some of this in a moment. Oh, let me get the volume.
Trader Joe's, and I'm gonna get myself a little present. So baby, to me, I got
Said she's going to Trader Joe's to get herself a little present.
me a cart. We're ready to go. Zoom, zoom. The first thing we've decided is to get some flowers for the room, just to make it happy.
All right, now I have to ask, is this a stain or is this wrinkles? Because why are you wearing a dirty stained shirt when you're going out? You've got an assistant with you. Why couldn't they get you a clean shirt?
Right? Yeah, it's beautiful. Look how pretty those are. I walked here, I deserve it. Hands up on my head.
She walked here. Okay. She just had surgery like the day before, but she walked here.
When I dip, you dip, you dip.
I'm going to say that this surgery, she was talking about how it would take up to a year to recover from the surgery, but this is not even one day after the surgery. She's hopping around and dancing. This does not seem, I don't know, this just seems like too much too soon.
That little dance took a lot out of me. I'm tired.
We're checking it out.
We're checking it out.
We're checking it out.
Literally checking out.
Literally checking out. Like for real.
Yeah,
We're in line waiting for
check out.
checking us out.
Yeah. But like, you can check me out. Because I'm a princess in recovery. First day po.
Okay. That video, there's a lot to analyze there. So I'm going to get through. Okay, so I've got to catch up on chat here. I'm so far behind. All right, let me get some of the chat. All right, so hopefully I welcomed everybody in. If I missed anybody, my apologies. Yes, more surgery. It looks like she's going to get 5 or 6 of these. Likely the same alcohol intake. Very likely. Yes, exactly, Nutty. I'm not against surgery as an idea, but it needs to be part of a healthy program. Yes, indeed, hippies. Everybody, be sure to take, use your constant exercise, your constitutional rights. Yeah, a lot of junk food. And happy birthday, Hippieista, by the way, because I'm not gonna. In case I don't see you again by then. Happy birthday, and everybody! If you want to put a happy birthday in the chat, anything like that, happy birthday to our awesome mod Hippieista. Thank you very much. 61 excellent years. They do look like grease stains and wrinkles, right? Why is she going out the day after surgery in a completely dirty shirt? Yes, guys embarrassed her. What was that flabby shuffle I just watched? Same as the first of Walking Burgers. I don't know, but that's what she said. I was pointing out more that Anna's timeline is very flexible. When she wants to tell people to not expect results, she says, oh, well, the surgery could take a year to have an effect. But now she's hopping around the day after. I don't get it. She is really annoying. Yes, she is very annoying. All right. Oh, welcome in, Camp Record. And Jay? Okay, I was wondering if anybody was going to mention this. I got that impression too. We're going to watch now this video again. Does anybody else think Anna looks intoxicated? And I'm not trying to, shame her for using painkillers after surgery. If she's in pain, she has every right to use whatever medication her doctor prescribes her. But taking a bunch of painkillers so that you can handle the pain is one thing. Taking a bunch of painkillers so you can dance around on TikTok the day after surgery, that doesn't seem to be smart. That seems to be very foolish, and it seems to be putting herself at risk. But that's her decision. What I don't like is that she's promoting the surgery. She's promoting this lifestyle of getting surgery to correct as a form of weight loss. I don't think that's healthy, and I don't think that's smart. I think that she's steering other people down a bad direction. That's what I really don't like. That's good. Yeah, exactly. I'd say wish her a happy early birthday, I guess. Sorry, early birthday. She always does seem a little intoxicated. That's what I'm getting. That's the impression I'm getting too, Eliza. Okay, so let's watch this again. This is a very short video. Anybody who didn't catch it the first time. Anna's hair is, her hair looks somewhat clean. It doesn't look like dirty, but it doesn't look clean. It looks like it needs a wash, but it's not dirty, so I won't say it's dirty. But her skin is not looking good, and I'm not saying that to be mean, but I'm saying that because Anna's skin is usually not this bad. She usually has bad skin, but it's not as bad as this, where it's looking, her skin looks really bad today. And I'm just gonna, there's no reason why it should be looking so bad. Like, why is she not why is she trying to take a little better care of herself if she knows she's going to do a video? And I guess, it's her choice.
Going to Trader Joe's, and I'm going to get myself a little present. The baby Tania got me.
Okay, so we see here that she's mumbling her words. And if you look at her posture, she looks like physically she's in pain. Like, look at her body. Look how her body is very stiff. Her body is moving like she is in a lot of pain. But mentally, she's not feeling any of it. She's feeling none of the pain. But her body, she loves to feel that her mind and her body are separate. Maybe that's because they are separate, the way that she feels. But she says that, but she's acting like she's in pain, but her mind is feeling none.
The cart, we're ready to go. Zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom. Her hands are not, they seem to have delayed, her hands, it doesn't have any, I'm trying to think of the right word. Her reflexes seem dulled. Like she's not gripping the cart very well.
The first thing we decided is to get some flowers for the room, just to make it happier. Right?
Yeah, this is beautiful. Look how pretty those are.
I walked here, I deserve it.
Hands up on my head. When I dip, you dip, you dip.
All right, again here, this is not normal. I mean, for Anna, this is normal behavior.
That little dance took a lot out of me. I'm tired.
She's tired.
Checking it out. We're checking it out.
Look at this lady back here. This lady says it all. See that lady's face? I think everybody in the chat feels exactly like this woman. Okay, let me read a little bit about here in this. She says, one thing that strikes me about this video is that I look really tired. Your eyes are very glazed. And I was really tired. This was a more difficult post-surgery experience than my first operation, which happens when you have two procedures close together, but you chose to have two procedures close together. I'm proud of myself for still doing the things that my doctor wanted me to do to have the best outcomes, which was getting up and walking when I really didn't want to. I don't think your doctor wanted you to go dancing around the store the day after surgery. If he did, he did. But, I mean, he probably did, knowing him. He wanted you to go make a video and advertise his business. But anyway, obviously I look rough, and you know what? That's the reality of recovering from a major surgery. It's not a beauty contest. Thank you for taking care of me. All right, well, that is that. This person here is acknowledging the same thing with the pain blocker. So that's the update on Anna. I have one more little clip of her, which is just her being obnoxious self.
You know, I hope she plays Hot to Go.
But Anna, this is surgery.
H-O-T-T-O-G-O, you can take me.
Okay, so we could say that she's probably under the influence of something on the operating table, and she acts exactly like she normally does. She does not seem any more under the influence on the operating table than she does during the normal day. She says, "I basically allows you to be comfortably sedated." So even when she's sedated, she still acts like this.
Hot to go. You know,
All right, this is Anna, the queen of cringe. That is my update on Anna. I hope you enjoyed that. It's not going to be too much. So let's see what you folks have to say. It looks like she slept in those clothes. Yes, probably. Can't wait for Tess. All right, Hippieista, you are in luck. We are about to get to Tess. I just want to get through the chat really quickly. All right. No problem. And thank you for coming in, Capricorn. We always appreciate a lurk. That's the other thing I wanted to mention. I don't see any issue with glitter and lasers taking some pain pills if that's what her doctor prescribes. But there's a question of responsibility. Where if she's getting surgery every month, then she's gonna be getting pain pills every month. And it's not healthy or safe to be taking pain pills every month, because they're habit forming. If you take them for a week or two and then you stop, it is what it is. But if you take them every week for months and months and months, you're going to end up addicted whether you want to or not. At that point, it's just a physical thing where you end up addicted to the medication because you've taken so many of them for so long. I've seen it happen to people. So I don't wish that on her, but I don't see any way this could end up other than that. I think that if she keeps taking all that, I hope she's not. No, it looks like her assistant's driving. Yeah, she's got her assistant with her. Yeah, she is lit up, exactly. Her eyes are glazed over. You know what, Hippieista? It's okay to like her. And by the way, I want to say that. It's okay to have differences of opinion in this chat. It's okay to love somebody. It's okay to hate somebody, as long as you can be respectful about it. And I like the fact that we can have differences of opinion. I'll say this. There's things about Anna I like. There's things about Anna I dislike. I think that if Anna could drop the fake pretending that she's not, I don't know, she just comes across very fake to me. She comes across very fake. But I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that I just don't like her and she's being herself. I don't even know what to say. I hope I don't sound like a fool. And that's another thing I will say. Whether I like her or not, I wish her health. I wish her good health, regardless of whether I like her or not. And I don't want to see her suffer. So I think that what she needs to do, well, she's going to decide what she needs to do. But if she doesn't change her diet, she's going to gain all of this weight back. It doesn't matter how much she gets taken off with liposuction if she doesn't change her diet. But exactly. I may not like her, but I still hope she gets better. Exactly. Okay, so let me find the Tess Holiday section, because I do have Tess Holiday on Instagram as well. Let me put up the bumper, and I'll pull up Tess. One second here. She's the first one that comes up for when I search for Tess. Okay. So let me take this out. Okay, so we have Tess Holiday today. Tess Holiday. And one thing I want to say about Tess Holiday, first off, is Tess Holiday is somebody, she's a very divisive figure in a lot of ways. And I don't want there to be any division here. If you love Tess or you hate Tess, let's all try to set that aside and let's just try to have a humorous look at some of the things about her that are, in my opinion, kind of worth looking at. Some of the things that I find to be a little bit humorous, whether she does them in excess or whether I think she's fibbing a little bit or whatever. But I do want to say this. One other thing. Tess is somebody who, she likes to wear her politics like a shield. So if anybody here, whether you love him or hate him, I don't want to get sidetracked on that, because Tess likes to make everything political. So if I open up some post of hers and it's talking about her personal views, I'm just going to move on. I'm not trying to get caught up in anything other than the subject of her traveling, or creating a travel tour for people who are very obese, and also the way that she is allegedly an anorexic. I didn't want to use the word earlier in the show because I know YouTube doesn't like it, but I'm going to bring up that she meant after all of her surgeries? Oh, after the surgeries. Yes, yes. If she gains it back after the surgeries. I agree. Yes. Yes, indeed. So, all right. So with that said about Tess, let's get a look at Tess here. Oh, and Tess also, like I said, she claims to be an anorexic. That's right. At 400 plus pounds, she is an anorexic. Despite being an anorexic, her body shape and size have not seemed to change at all in the last couple of years, despite only recently being diagnosed. Okay, so let me pull up the posts. For our first post, we've got her as a tour guide. So this is, oh, actually I got the article. I'm gonna pull up the article in just a moment. Let me pull up a different one first. So here's Tess getting packed for her trip to Italy.
In 3 days, and I have challenged myself to pack just a carry-on.
So this is her packing her carry-on. I don't know if I can get this any bigger. Does this make it easier to see?
As a plus-size girly, you know how hard this can be, so I'm going to show you one of my favorite hacks. This is going to be the most versatile piece of clothing in your closet, the Yitty convertible shapewear dress. I'm wearing it in black.
I wish there was a way I could adjust the volume because this is a little bit loud.
Right now in a 3X. It's double layer fabric, so it's smooth all over. The brown is.
I don't know any way to adjust the volume on this.
It's also such a moment. So
Is this bothering people? Is this like way too loud for anybody, or is this okay?
I'm definitely going to throw it in the suitcase. The fabric is so buttery. When I say the most versatile piece in your closet, a little t-shirt, mini skirt.
I can't get over how much she looks like Foodie with this big fupa sticking out. She's got glitter and lasers legs with Foodie's fupa. And what is this on her chest? Did she draw on boobs? Like, what is that? What is this? What is this? Are you seeing that? Are you seeing that? Are you seeing, what are those things on her chest? Those are like drawn on boobs. Those are like drawn on boobs. Okay, Mousetoes, I'm going to turn up, okay, that's what I'll do. I'll turn up my volume and then it'll balance it a little bit better. I'm going to make myself as loud as I can, and that will hopefully, that way if you turn me down, it'll balance it out. That is the tackiest thing I've ever seen. And I also want to comment on another thing. Tess's tattoos are really interesting because her tattoos aren't connected. Like, they're all separate pieces of art. Like, it looks like she just picked all of the art off the wall. Like, you know at the tattoo place, they have art on the wall and you can pick out pieces of art? It looks like she just picked out all the stuff off the wall. That's what I think. That's the impression I get. She doesn't have like a single cohesive design. She just has like a bunch of individual pieces. Which is, I mean, obviously is her choice, but I don't think it works well for her.
Moment. It's sustainably designed.
I will say this. I think her hair looks really good. I'm gonna say this. I think her hair is looking pretty good. It looks a little dry, but I like the style. I think it's a good style.
Using recycled materials, and right now I am converting it into a midi dress.
No, I don't want to get this video taken down. Hopefully this strap doesn't go much lower.
Tuck in the straps, and now it's a midi dress, and you can go out and have the chicest.
She has the Foodie silhouette at this point. I mean, it is what it is.
Dinner of your life, comfortably.
And yeah, this person here in the chat is saying, as a plus size myself, I recommend a size 4X. It'll be more flattering. She says this is a 3X. I am not an expert on plus size fashion, but it does look very tight. I'm going to say it looks very tight. So yeah, probably the next one, size up, would be a better choice. Is this Marilyn Monroe? Marilyn Monroe's head is as big as Tessa's head. Almost.
Because it gets chilly in Italy, you can throw on the denim jacket. You still have the beautiful.
she's gonna have to touch herself a little bit, do the glitter and lasers. Oh yes, please, everyone, hit like and subscribe if you're enjoying it. She has gotten really big, really big. Welcome in, Ruthie. Hope you're having a good night. Yeah, she's looking really. She's got those glitter and lasers legs at this point. Well, you know, it shows that he wanted to impress you. Look at it like that. He wanted to look his best for you. Who was that on her arm? I don't know. Is that Marilyn Monroe? I think that's cheating. That's cheating. She put a pretty woman's face on her arm. That's like a lizard that tries to camouflage itself like an insect or something. You know what I mean? Or one of those butterflies that tries to look like or a caterpillar that tries to look like a snake. It's not Marilyn Monroe. I don't know who it is. It's some blonde lady. Is it Barbie? It looks really tight. Yeah. Well, she does look confident. I'll agree with that. Well, you know, there's like there's a limit to the curves, you know, right? Like there's diminishing returns. Welcome in, Net Detective. Oh, it's Dolly Parton. All right, Net Detective. Thank you, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton was a cutie. Right, we're all working on it, right? She's 5'5". I thought she was shorter than that, but 5'5". Well, that's not a bad height. That's a good average height. I try to always see the best in people. Yeah, there's curves and there's curves, right? All right, Dolly Parton. There you go. I think that makes sense. It's not rolls, it's lumps. There's the lovely lady lumps, and then there's the rolls with butter. Okay.
Silhouette. You're cozy. That's why the convertible shapewear dress is going to be your new best friend, and it definitely has saved me for my trip to Italy. Let's pack it all up.
Okay, Tess just has to do that. She has to be a little extra.
5 ways to wear and endless ways to be hot. Hey, bestie.
I'm going to say this. Whether you like Tess or you hate Tess, I think she comes across better than glitter and lasers. Like if the two of them are both doing plus size fashion, Tess at least gives the impression that she's having some fun when she does this. Whereas glitter just seems like annoyed. Like she doesn't really seem to enjoy it. Tess like seems to be happy doing this video. I don't know if she's high or she's drunk or what, but at least she seems to be enjoying doing the vid. She gives the impression. So you know what? That's not bad. That's good. If you're gonna do a video, at least look like you're having fun, right? Okay. So I got the next video here from Tess. This is her fashion show.
Yeti dress that I packed for Italy. Well, I am direct.
Oh yes, she's leading a trip in Italy. That's why she's talking about Italy, and I'm going to be reading the article written by Virgie Tovar. Some people consider her to be a lol cow. Who wrote the article talking about Tess's tour of Italy that she's
dressed for dinner, and I have turned the Yeti convertible shapewear dress into a cute mini skirt. I made the scarf a top. This is my purse for dinner. It is so comfortable, so smooth. Like, look how smooth everything is. And it is made from sustainable, recycled material. I'm feeling very bellissima. I don't know how you say it. I want to try one more quick little look. Okay, this, I think.
All right, this one here, again, I think I like that Tess has a good attitude, but this dress is not flattering on her, in my opinion. It's way too tight up around the chest. It's completely cutting off her boob fat, chest fat, whatever that is. I'm not sure if that's boob or chest fat, but it's cutting it into two pieces, and it's really just too tight around the fupa. This whole dress, it just looks. This is very bad. The way that it tucks in under her knee fat, it doesn't look good. This dress is just a terrible look. But the way that she has so much confidence wearing it. People talk about glitter and lasers having confidence. I don't know if Tess has real confidence, but she sells it 10 times better than glitter does.
Is the go-to dinner outfit. I did it into a strapless dress, tied the scarf around my waist, my cute shoes, my little pearl bag. my lemon earrings. I love this dress because there are 5 different ways to wear it. But as always,
5 different ways to wear it? What, like as an armband, as a headband, as a sock? Like how else is she gonna wear it?
you're still gonna look so freaking hot. I mean, look, eat it up.
You're still gonna look sweaty at least.
This one dress saved me so much space in my suitcase.
All right, let's go to another one of these. These hopefully will get funnier as we go along. I have a few of these bookmarked. All right, this like I said, this is my new segment, Under the Influence, where we review Tess Holiday, or this week it's Tess Holiday, where we're reviewing her videos. Okay, this outfit here, this really shows off the tattoos on her legs, and I don't think they look good. I think it's just too much tattoo, and I think it contrasts too much with her pale skin. Like, if she's gonna go with this many tattoos, she needs to fill in the empty space. Like, I'm not like a huge fan of the entirely tattooed look, but she's already has so many tattoos, she might as well just fill in the rest. Like, does anybody else have an opinion on that? What do you folks think about Tess's tattoos? Do you think, I mean, she has so many, she should just fill it in, I think. I gotta turn off the music because I don't want to get copyright claimed. All right, this dance that she does. This is just the most low effort dance I've ever seen. Like, what do you even call this? The stand in place? Oh, thank you, Ruthie. Bellissima. Hopefully I got it right. Yeah, she has a little bit of style sense, at least. Like she doesn't quite fit what she needs. She doesn't quite fit the clothes, but at least she has some idea of what to wear. Yeah, Glitter Lasers wears weird crap. Yeah, she does have some cool hairstyles. All right, let's get down here a little bit. Can she cook? Virgie Tovar, exactly. Yes, thank you. Virgie Tovar is like such an angry person. Fashion review with the doctor. Hey, I gotta get my fashionista side on once in a while, right? Yes, this trip she was actually paid as the tour guide. Yes, she does have children. I don't know. I know that she actually raises. One of her children isn't really in her life so much, but he's doing pretty well. So I don't know if it's probably a good thing. She does have a child in her life though. Yeah, she needs to get some of that weight off. I agree. I mean, I think that Tess, like I said, compared to Glitter and Lasers, Tess definitely comes across as the more personable and the more fashionable of the two. But what kind of a competition is that? I've got a feeling most people come across as more fashionable and more personable than Glitter and Lasers. I guess that's true. They probably are expensive. Why does she have cinnamon buns on her on her boobs? Yeah, when you have kids, you got to be more responsible. Yeah. All right. Is she copying Glitter and Lasers? I don't know. But I feel like I should make a GIF of this dance. This is like the most low effort little. What even is this dance? What even is this dance? Unhealthy is becoming normal. Nope. Walking diabetes. You must lost weight. Apparently the people in chat aren't feeling this. Can you touch your own feet? Better live your best life while you can. Not much time left. But you realized how much thinner everybody is there. 3 plate seats. Wow, this chat is brutal. All right, but hey. Do you think she actually is able to see any of that? Okay, so let me pull up another one here. Oh yes, here we go. This is a good one. She talks about how she's getting back into her workout. So let's let her talk about it. I think she has music on for part of it at least. But anyway, she's getting back doing 10,000 steps a day. I don't know about all that. Okay, the mom stuff isn't naturally. It's hard to dislike when somebody's being a mom. But I've heard that she's not really that hands-on. But I'm not going to criticize her. At least she seems to be, at least she's interacting with her child in a positive way. So I'm not going to criticize that. So anyway, this is her getting ready to go to the gym. All right, she's still using the music. This is sped up, and she's still going slow, which is fine. Go slow. But I think this is posed. This reminds me of Glitter and Lasers, where she's just doing this for the video. I don't think that Tess is really exercising for real. But if she is, good. If she is, good. Because like I always say, I believe no matter how big you are, exercise, movement is good. And you should do exercise appropriate to your body weight, appropriate to your capabilities. If this walking is all that Tess can do, then that's good. But I don't know, but is she really doing this much walking? If she is, then that's better than nothing. It's a good start. This just feels very posed to me. I don't think this is a real workout. But if this is, this is one of those videos where if it's for real, it's very cute, but I don't think it's for real. Thank you, Empress Chevenin. What makes her qualified to be an Italian tour guide? She's been to Olive Garden at least 100 times. She does have Anna's knees. We love brutal. It is funnier. You want to be brutal? I'll be a little brutal. Right? I mean, I've noticed that. Some people, they really put a lot of time into planning it. You can tell. It's like a whole intricate thing. Yes, she did go out there and say she's anorexic. No, it is good. It is good. Muscles. All right. So let me put on another one. Okay, so let's get to the a little bit of the article here. Because I have a funny article here talking about a trip to Italy. All right. What makes a tour size inclusive is the knowledge that your tour organizer has adjusted every detail of your trip with your needs in mind. And this is an article about Tess's holiday in Italy that she's doing. It's knowing that you'll be in the company of like-minded travelers who share a lived experience. Shapiro is the person who is also organizing the tour guide, organizing the tour. Zoe Shapiro is the name of this person. This includes things like ensuring restaurant seating doesn't have restrictive armrests that might make trying to sit and enjoy a meal difficult or impossible, as well as making sure she's doing more than merely offering the lesser version of an experience that was designed for someone in a smaller body. There's that language, that smaller body language. I don't like that language that alienates people from their bodies. You are your body, for better or for worse. I cannot change the world. Some external factors and barriers will remain beyond my ability to affect, but in obvious and inadvertent ways, I'm finessing all the details with the plus-size audience in mind. Okay, it's going to be a television Secret Southern Italy tour. The itinerary kicks off in Rome with an aperitivo and a group dinner where travelers will meet one another, their tour guide, Tess Holiday in this case, and a photographer over a traditional Roman feast. The following day promises a slow-paced walking tour through Rome's most historic neighborhoods to learn the role that women played in local monuments and moments, followed by a private performance from Rome-based soprano Courtney Mills and a dinner party in the secret garden of a woman-owned restaurant. The group moves on to Matera in the Basilicata region for a tour of the vineyards of a female vineyard. They're really going out of there. They're really stressing the women thing. The tour promises an unforgettable journey of self-love. And I'm sure none of these people are short on self-love. An exploration in the stunning landscapes of southern Italy. I looked up to Tess Holiday even before I knew her name and impact, using her F Your Beauty standards on personal posts. Yes, F Your Beauty standards is Tess's personal beauty campaign, personal shopping campaign. She, back when she was smaller, I'll just say Tess certainly has a lot better ingredients. She's working with a lot better ingredients than someone like Foodie or Glitter. Good point, Eliza. Yeah, she's massive at this point. So they said, to be collaborating with one of the body positivity movement's most pioneering activists and hosting her on our first trip to Italy is a milestone for Stellavision, an indication of the growing community we're building that affirms all bodies deserve to be celebrated, catered to, and experience the joy of a behind-the-scenes beachside Italian vacation. They couldn't even get Holiday for a comment, but they said they're incredibly proud to partner with her. Of the plus-size travel gap, Shapiro said it's a product of travel professionals protecting their contacts and the fact that many tour operators, here we go, this is an interesting part I thought, consider the need of people in bigger bodies, that not many consider the need. This affects travel as well as groups of travel. She says, if there is a walking tour, I certainly would have additional questions. Does a 3-hour tour mean 3 hours on my feet? Does it cover 1 kilometer in 3 hours or 5 kilometers? Can I expect to slow down the group? Here's a picture of some people on the trip. These are normal questions from many travelers. All right, so that's basically it. So that's basically the extent of her trip. So I now have a third bonus segment tonight. Not just Tess Holiday. She thought she was really tall. No, she's not really tall. Glad you like it. Okay, so now let me put on the bumper. That's the end of our Tess segment for tonight. I think that was pretty good, at least. It wasn't quite as good as the J-Bay segment, but it was all right, I think. Okay, so now we have a special bonus for tonight. Let me pull up the bonus segment for tonight. One of the gentlemen of the internet, one of the dirty dogs, I guess I should say. Boogie, that scumbag. Nobody likes that guy. He faked cancer recently, if anybody's familiar with that.
I get a Mr. Beast bar. Is
anybody,
it now okay,
I think hopefully you folks heard about that.
I don't know.
That he faked cancer as a way to raise money and to steal money from his audience. So yeah, that's a pretty crappy thing to do. So let me pull up the, oh, it's already on. Okay, never mind. It's already up here. That's a very good point. I can hear the Italians laughing. Laughing in Italian? Okay, so let me make this bigger. So here we got Boogie going to Walmart. This guy is a mess. Let's see what he gets at Walmart. He weighs about 500, or maybe not 500. He probably weighs 400 pounds.
Can't really get any more canceled.
Right.
than
Yeah,
current?
I don't think the money goes to Chris. So,
okay.
you know, like I think it stays with Jimmy's, and I don't care if he fakes a game show as long as I get paid. Let's
Yeah.
go, Jimmy. Let's do a fake fat camp, and I get $1 million.
Have you thought about? I wonder if he's thought about doing like a crypto where you get.
I'll promote it for you, Jimmy. 10K for Jimmy. Let's go.
That's a steal.
That's a steal. Gotta get the right damn chops. I don't know what we normally get.
All right, I had to get myself a seltzer. So Boogie here is on his scooty in the Walmart. He's getting chops. This guy claims he has no money for anything, but he has a bazillion magic cards, which are an expensive card game. And he faked cancer recently, and that's why he has that liar tattoo on his face. Let's go back so you can see that better. This liar tattoo is because
it's illegal to
he agreed to get this tattoo on his face after he got caught lying about cancer. There we go. See that tattoo? There you go. See the tattoo there? After he was caught lying about cancer, he agreed to get this tattoo on his face as a punishment. So there you go with Boogie. That's the background.
That's a steal.
That's a steal. Gotta get the right damn chops. I don't know what we normally get. It's 4 chops.
Ooh, Nutty, that's a good point. You know something, I sometimes forget that, but I don't know what the limit is, but he's probably up to it.
Yeah, right there. That's the good stuff. Perfect. 740. I don't normally do the shopping, y'all.
It's a little bit quiet. Let me turn up the volume just a little bit.
I mean, like I presume it's like chicken.
I mean, there's only so many types of chicken there are. So.
Well, I know, but like what cut?
Do you really think that he knows so little about food that he doesn't even know that chicken breast is chicken? Like he's looking at different kinds of chicken breast, like he doesn't even know that it's all the same.
It's $9. If it's wrong, then we'll just feed it to the native dogs. Damn, why do they pack up these aisles?
Yeah, this guy sucks. Everybody, I know that I said earlier it's okay to have different opinions, but this time you're not. You have to agree with me. Boogie sucks. He's crap. Everybody really should dislike this guy, and if you like him, keep it to yourself.
Defensive fortifications.
Defensive, well, guess what? Fat dudes in carts?
Yeah.
They're afraid Carmen's going to go berserk in here?
Well, they want everybody to do online orders now.
Oh, I will add this about the tattoo. There's a suspicion that this tattoo is a temporary tattoo. That I don't know exactly how it works, but I heard there's like a type of tattoo ink they can use that will fade over time. And there's a suspicion that he got some kind of a very lightly done tattoo, and he's been picking at the skin, trying to get it to heal in a way that it won't be as obvious.
Yeah, apparently they do.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do.
It's the war.
I don't like being here.
It's the war against the middle class.
It's the war against my fat ass. That's what it's the war against.
You think this will get me canceled if I buy this?
Is it a
Okay, so this is the guy who's talks about how he's trying to do everything for his health, how he's afraid he has cancer, even though he's been proven to not really have cancer. the disease that he really does have, polycythemia, which is just increased red blood cell, from my understanding. That a good diet can probably help with that. We know that you have issues with diabetes, Boogie. Why are you getting chocolate when you have issues with diabetes and blood sugar and you're worried so much about your health?
Mr. Beast bar?
Yeah, this is Mr. Beast bar. You think this will get me canceled? Let's get the food. I got peanut butter on food. Is it supposed to be mushed to complete shit?
You're very sweet, Empress.
I thought this was a bar. What happened to that? All the rest of them are bar. Okay, hold on.
Hannibal, I would love to get Boogie onto your show, or to get you onto his, if we could. Please, if there's a way to make it happen, I would love to see that.
This one's still a bar. Your quality control is shit, Jimmy. Just like your taste in friends. At this point, I may as well be friends with Mr. Beast. I just bought his bar. Okay, I'm getting these, but these are Desi's favorite. She's coming home on Sunday, and they.
Oh, of course, these are for his girlfriend. He's getting candy, just like Foodie gets candy for Salah, gets the juice for Salah. Boogie's getting the chocolate for his girlfriend. It's not for him.
Might be a few left when she does.
I highly doubt that, but we tell ourselves things.
Oh, okay.
They're good. You ever try the zero sugar stuff?
Yeah.
Now, how bad did you shit yourself?
I mean, no worse than normal.
No worse than normal. Did you see this too, by the way, Carl's gummies? That's another Mr. Beast thing.
Oh.
I don't know if they're any good or not.
I thought it was like our friend Carl.
They don't believe we have friends. Come on now. No,
Well, he's trying to do it on the cheap. That's the thing. He's broke, or he says he's broke. So he doesn't want to spend any money. He's trying to do it on the cheap in some way. He's gonna let his beard grow out over it. That's what he's probably gonna do.
Thank God it's Carl's gummies and not Chris's gummies. Am I wrong? If it was Ava's gummies, they'd be off the shelf.
I don't want to say anything that's going to get me canceled.
Oh,
I know
wow.
it's so bad. You think, oh my God.
600. First of all, a cart that could support 600 pounds would be massive. It would be so expensive to get a cart big enough and powerful enough to support somebody who weighs 6. That is just so much weight. That cart would be incredibly expensive to produce and maintain.
Look at that.
Oh.
Good God, that's only $4.
I wonder what
That's only $4. He's trying to get a good deal on candy.
Tooney did.
I want that. See, now here's like a sample box.
Oh.
So you can try all the flavors. We should do like a price comparison. We should do like a taste comparison.
This guy is shameless. He's buying all this candy when he knows that he's in exceptionally poor health, and he allegedly cares about his new wife.
All this for $4, or the other Mr. Beast bar $3.
Yeah.
And see which. Okay.
Well, you have to crumble that one up to see if it.
Good point, Elizio. At 600 pounds, how could you even? I don't think there's anybody at 600 pounds who could even get up to and walk through the. Who could even get up and walk to the shelf to get food off.
To see if it's like in little chunks like the Mr. Beast bar. Yeah. Step on it real quick.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is peanut butter?
On the peanut butter aisle?
Well, which aisle is that?
It's right in front of you.
This one?
Oh, there's peanut butter right here.
Ember Shavadin, that's awesome. If you could keep it, if you could be responsible like that, then that's absolutely fine to have a treat. I think that's a good thing to have a treat.
This is the end cap. I don't want.
Yeah.
No, that chip is a good
Yeah,
brand.
those
Yes,
are too
Nirvana.
animated for me. But
You like anime?
it's with the bread.
Where's the bread? Oh, that's in the back now.
Yeah.
I hate that they move shit around.
Yeah.
We got tuna at home. I ain't buying no more tuna.
Seriously though, I think it might, or it would need such a huge battery that it would be so big it wouldn't even be able to fit in the aisles. It's crazy. And you're right, Nirvana. At this point, it is self-inflicted. I guess every obesity is self-inflicted, but he already had weight loss surgery. That's something a lot of people maybe don't know. Boogie already had weight loss surgery, and he lost like 150 pounds, but then he gained most of it back. I have some sympathy for that process because I understand the struggle, but he's not doing anything to help himself.
So they ain't gonna believe I eat tuna. Ooh, I kind of want Rice Krispie treats when Chad gets home. I can just get Rice Krispie treats, honestly.
That's true.
I have to be very careful in this aisle. This is the international aisle. I can't say nothing.
He's been in the store. 4 minutes of the video's down. All he's done is shop for candy, and he got some meat, but basically nothing but candy.
No, nothing.
Nope.
Just keep my mouth shut.
Yep.
My eyes shut too, so I won't see nothing.
Don't want any yum yum sauce?
Don't get me started. Don't. Keystar will kick me off the damn show.
Yeah.
You ever have this stuff?
That is a good point. That is a very good point because these carts, they only have so many. And if if it gets busted, somebody else can't use it. And yes, everybody has a right to use the cart, but if somebody damages the cart, that's not fair to everybody else.
Oh yeah,
This stuff's actually really good.
lots of indirect kisses and such.
Calories on the whole box is only 200.
Okay, this is a typical example of the kind of delusion that some people will tell themselves. There's only 200 calories in a box. Okay, Boogie, when's the last time you only ate one box of this? And that is just such BS. And is he sure it's only 200 calories in the box? How does he know that there's not 2 servings in one box? Because sometimes that happens too.
That's pretty good. And it's only $1 a pop too. So that's why I get it. It's a good deal. I always want to
That's why I get it. It's a good deal. It's only $1 and it's only 200 calories. This is a man who's this guy sounds as crazy as Chantel. He and Chantel should go out.
try this though. Look how cute that is. I've never tried that. And then there's poppin' cooking. Poppin' cooking.
All right, now I want to point something
Do-it-yourself
out.
can-
These kind of snacks and things, something that you should always do if you want to get sweets or treats, look at the ingredients because there's definitely different levels of quality. You can get sweets that are, sweets are not healthy. They're always going to be loaded with sugar and fats. But if you're going to get something with sugar and fat, try to get something that at least is mostly natural ingredients. There's nothing is healthy if you eat it to excess, but you could still get healthier items. So try to avoid stuff that's all artificial.
Candy.
Is
You
that
put it
like
together
Is that like
yourself.
Step and Wow Wow?
Don't get me started, dude. I'm going to get kicked off the show. Good Lord, man. Okay, I know this doesn't make any sense. So you remember it was my birthday, and we did cupcakes, and Rob made me a cake, and then I had candles, but I didn't get any of these little crunchy candies.
Uh-huh.
And I like these.
Okay.
I-
And it was my
is this
50th
guy
birthday, so
trolling?
I'm gonna get
Oh
it.
yeah.
Is he trolling? Because he's intentionally just buying everything that he knows is bad for him. He's buying candy for his birthday. And happy again birthday Fiesta, just reminded of that. But yeah, he's buying himself for his possible birthday.
Oh god. Oh god.
You're
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
you have like adamantine teeth now, right?
Yeah, I can chew anything I want. I can chew up Deadpool.
Well, popping candy is a candy kid. That's actually pretty interesting. Now, see, that's the kind of stuff that for most people is a nice little treat. But this guy here, he eats to such an excess that he can't have stuff like that because he eats too much of it.
Dolly Parton. I've never seen this before. Wow. The tits on her.
Yep.
And now they're on the cake box.
Yep.
Woo. Now here's another good light snack for you. These are filled. They're little marshmallows. And
I will admit, I love marshmallows, so I saw these, and I kind of wanted to try them, but I said, you know what? I don't need these, because if I buy this, I'm going to eat the whole darn bag. That's the truth. I know myself. And I said, I'm not even going to buy it, because if I buy it, I'm going to eat the whole freaking bag, and I'm going to regret it. So I still don't even know what these taste like, even though I did want to try them.
2 pieces. Okay, there's only 3 servings. There's 300 calories in this whole bag. And
There's only 3 servings in this bag. I love how he acts like that's a good thing. So you're paying $3 for 3 servings of candy. That's not a lot of candy.
I mean, it's marshmallows. There's a good. If you're gonna eat a snack, it's a good one.
Mallow's a plant.
Right? Yeah. So I mean, I think marshmallows are made out of mallow.
Welcome in, Ellen Gorfield. Hope you're having a good night. Good to see you again. Thank you for coming in.
Mallow plant. Right?
Plants are healthy.
Right. Yeah. We get the. This is for the dogs, so we get the natural kind because it's better for the dogs.
Yeah. Natural nuts.
Because that get your mind out of the gutter.
You were so right, Nirvana. And I sometimes maybe feel like I come across a little bit harsh, but then I think to myself, a lot of these people are enriching themselves from this. It's not like these are their home videos, and I'm digging through their home videos and showing people, making fun of people who want to be left alone. These are people who want to be celebrities. These are people who monetize every element of their lives. They're pushing themselves as influencers. What is an influencer? The definition of the word of an influencer is somebody who influences. What's influence? To influence other people, to change how they think. So he's trying to influence people, and then he wants to say, "Oh, well, don't judge me." Well, you're influencing people. You have a right to be judged. I'm not sure. I almost hope Boogie does get a scare. Oh, I'm glad you liked the test segment, Hippieista. I told you I was going to be fair.
It's for the dog's medicine when they take their medicine. You have to have it for the dogs. I mean, I eat it too.
Yeah.
I just eat it with a spoon, but you get the natural kind because it's better for the dogs.
Yeah.
They love peanut butter. Boy, they'll lick it off anything. Yep.
That's all I have to do at Nirvana, because I've learned the hard way that if I can't really keep a lot of sweets in the house. I just can't. Like, I can keep like chips in the house. I can keep beer in the house. I don't really crave that. But like any kind of sweets, that's what I'm gonna generally eat.
Oh my God, look at that.
Like Nutella. I love Nutella. And I think that Nutella, as far as sweets go, it's not the worst. It's made with hazelnuts, at least. So it's got some, not really. It's not. It's junk food. It's candy. But at least it's got some nutrients in it. But regardless, it's not healthy for most people, and I cannot stop myself from eating too much of it. I can't just eat one little spoonful. If I could do that, I would keep it around.
They got a cheaper brand of Nutella now. I'm not, because I used to buy this stuff all the time. That's why I'm fat. But this stuff, I wonder if it's good.
Yeah, I wonder if it's even made with real nuts.
Right?
I flip flop. Sometimes I feel very harsh. Sometimes I feel very, very generous. I guess it just depends.
What is this? What the hell?
No.
This is s'mores spread. What the hell?
Sounds really
What
good.
the fuck is this?
Yeah, Skinny Queen. He had weight loss surgery. I don't remember how many years ago it was. I want to say it was a while ago. I know that. It's probably 4 or 5 years, maybe more. I know that he had success at first. He was very happy at first. He lost a bunch of weight, but then he gained back basically all of it.
With real cocoa and crunchy graham cracker cookie pieces. What do you put it on? Graham crackers? Hell, I got
more
graham,
s'mores.
I got graham
If
crackers.
you're gonna get cereal, the plain cereal like Cheerios or Corn Flakes, something like that is the right choice. I mean, cereals, it's easy to eat too many of them, but if you are gonna get cereal, get the unsweetened kind.
Crackers
I
at
agree.
home. What do you use it to make s'mores? Oh my God. You wanna know another secret about me?
Yeah.
I cannot stand to eat Little Debbie's no more.
No.
No, they make me violently ill.
Can you sit them?
I can't stand them. I can't sit them. I can't.
All right, these Little Debbie cakes, I'm going to point these out and say that these are probably one of the worst things in the store to eat. And I really do mean that, as far as the health goes. As far as the taste, some of them are tasty. I won't deny it. Some of these can taste good. But as far as the nutritional value, I can't think of anything that's got more empty calories than these Little Debbie snacks. They're just all palm oil and corn syrup, and that's it. Just oil and corn syrup. There's no protein, there's no eggs, there's no butter, there's no milk. It's just corn syrup and oil, and I guess a little bit of white flour.
Lift them. I can't eat them. I can't do nothing to them. And I'll tell you why. Because I grew up on these. This is the cheap shit Mom had in the house all the time. This is what made me fat more than anything else.
Yeah.
I could,
Aside from the sandwiches, or
well,
most of these are sandwiches. So.
yeah, that's a sandwich. That's a peanut butter sandwich.
Yeah.
I could fuck with a nutty bar.
Yeah. These are like peanut butter sandwiches.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good.
Special K with berries. I've never had Special K. A Special K like a wheat cereal or a corn cereal. I've never actually had it, or maybe I've had it, but I don't remember it.
That's healthy for you. Peanut butter's healthy for you.
I've
So
heard
there's
that.
like no downside. Actually.
People have said that. More people.
Can you get just one of these? Is there like? I don't want the whole damn box.
Yeah.
I know, get the whole damn box, but I just want one.
Yeah. You got to go to the convenience store. It's like
Hold on. Did he
$4
say
for
that he's going to buy a box? He just said he just talked all this crap about how he doesn't eat these and how bad they were for him and how much weight he gained. What does he do? He still throws a box in his cart. And also the price on these. I understand that prices have gone up in general because of inflation and other factors, but still, I could see paying, something. If you got to pay more for something, you got to pay more. But this is just junk. This is empty calories. Why would you be willing to pay so much for something that's so unhealthy? Like, I can understand if you have children and they really, really want some sweets and you give them one thing in their lunch, all right. But he's a grown man. Is he really sure he wants to buy this junk?
I know, get the whole damn box, but I just want one.
Yeah, you got to go to the convenience store. It's like $4 for one.
Well, that's not convenient at all.
Okay.
There's nothing convenient about that at all.
It's like Uber convenience fees.
Yeah, it's convenient for them.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. Want me to grab some of that for you?
Grab what Mountain Dew?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like that very much, but I can't.
It's right here. We got.
This guy eats so badly. At this point, like at first I thought he was maybe putting on a show because he was just, doing this trying to make it look worse than it is. But he does really drink a lot of Mountain Dew. And this is just $7 for a 12-pack of Mountain Dew? Is that for real? I've not bought soda in years. That is crazy. $7 for a 12-pack? I remember when you used to get 50 cans were 50 cents in the vending machine. It was 50 cents for a can from the vending machine when I was a kid. I'm old.
Baja Blast and
This is what I like. I like the diet Mountain Dew Zero with 0 calories.
Oh, the Diet Mountain Dew. It's still loaded with caffeine. I mean, I will say diet soda is better than regular by a lot. Doesn't have the sugar, but still, come on, man. That's not
but
good.
I'm literally banned from it on the show. Like literally, they told me I'm not allowed to drink it anymore.
but they don't want you to be on a diet.
So much
They don't care
junk.
that it's
So
not-
much
They don't want me
junk.
drinking anything but water.
Oh,
But listen,
The Nutty Bar, right? Nutty needs her own bars.
you drink Diet Mountain Dew, right?
Yeah.
And you come to my house 3 nights a week.
yeah. That's why I'm so
This,
stoked.
like
this,
Wheaties.
this is what you drink
Correct.
when you're at my house.
Yeah.
Okay. You're out.
She's Big Deb.
And you're coming back to my place when we're done.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna, I'm gonna drink all of it probably.
At least one.
Yeah.
And the rest can sit out in the garage.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look. Actually,
Again, if there inflation is what it is, prices sometimes go up. That is what it is. If I have to pay more for good quality food, then that's what I have to do. But I'm not going to pay more for junk food. I'm just going to go without it. Like if I have to pay $5 for 6 little bottles of Mountain Dew, I'm just not going to drink Mountain Dew. I'm just going to skip it. Who cares? Who wants Mountain Dew that badly? Like it's already junk food. It's already bad for you. Why do you have to spend all this money on something so unhealthy?
Frostbite, that one's really good too.
Oh yeah. No, it's my favorite X-Man.
Really
My
is.
favorite X-Man is Daredevil. He's blind like me.
Gonna get some Pillsbury Crescent rolls while we're.
Agreed, hippieista. And I will say that there was a time you could argue that some of those items that would go up in value long term, but at this point he's so desperate for money he can't afford to hold on to those investments. He has to clear them.
Over here.
No, that's more of a Chad thing.
Oh,
If I was
okay.
gonna get anything from here, what would I get?
It's so limp.
Cronuts.
His hair looks clean. I'll give him that. It looks clean, which is good. But it looks very limp and stringy. It doesn't look good on him. It just kind of, I don't know. It just kind of doesn't really work.
Do they have cronuts?
I don't know.
Okay, I do love a bagel. Do you ever have like a bagel in the morning?
Oh yeah, bagel and a schmar.
Yeah, what's bagel and schmear?
Oh okay.
Hey, as long as you don't go crazy with them, then that's awesome. I mean, anybody. I'm a big believer in trying radical alternatives to traditional foods. If somebody wants to live on protein drinks and Rice Krispies, if that works for them, God bless you. I mean, as long as it's working and it's giving you good results and it's healthy, then I support it.
How they pronounce it in the Midwest is bagel.
What even is the Midwest?
You what?
What even is the Midwest?
The Midwest is like the middle of California, right? That's the Midwest?
Yeah.
That's where all the rock and roll bands play?
Yeah.
There was a time he was very successful.
I already mentioned the Cronuts, right? That's the only thing I can think of.
I don't know where there are cronuts in the store.
Yeah.
What is a cronut?
I mean, you need to like ask a veterinarian or something about that. I'm sorry. It's a croissant donut.
My doctor is
Croissant donut. That sounds tasty. I'll admit that sounds pretty tasty.
the same as your doctor.
And that's why I've been fat most of my life.
We have the same doctor.
I love food. I
Yeah,
can
the one with
admit it.
spiders.
Now, okay, I'm not allowed to have Mountain Dew. What if
Yeah.
I got like a diet Hawaiian punch or something?
Okay, this guy here is such a food addict. And look at his chin is very sagging down. Look at that chin. This angle really makes it look bad. This is what would Foodie. I think Foodie would look like this if she didn't use all of her filters. I think this is what Foodie's chin would look like. Maybe a little less hairy. This Sunny Delight. I love Sunny Delight. I love the taste of it. But it is such a bad drink. It is so unhealthy. It's basically just sugar, water, and oil. There's oil mixed into Sunny Delight, believe it or not. It's sugar, water with some oil. But it tastes good. Yeah, it's tasty, but it is really unhealthy. I mean, maybe it's not as bad as Mountain Dew, but it's definitely worse than juice. And juice by itself is already just sugar water.
I'm not banned from that.
Yeah.
And technically, I'm not banned from any cooling.
And as we know, it's not the spirit; it's the letter of the law.
Right? It's not the spirit of the law, it's the letter of the law.
Yeah.
That's why I was able to shoot that guy.
Yeah. That's why lawyers exist, and
Right.
not everybody's just convicted.
And there's these.
Yeah.
This is Coley Jammers.
I don't ride around on a scooty. Oh, you mean Boogie?
Zero sugar.
Yeah. I mean,
They're only $2.48 too.
oh yeah. So that's why you know they'll be quality.
Right. I mean, it's just sugar-free juice. It can't be juices, right?
Nah, I mean,
Actually,
Welcome in, Susie Q. Glad to have you in tonight. Hey, that's what replays are for, right? And anybody just coming in, even if you are late, please hit that like button and be sure to click subscribe if you haven't already. You'd like to see more of this content. And thank you to all the people coming into chat and also lurkers. Appreciate it. And anybody watching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. What do you think about Boogie's grocery haul? Do you think that this is how he normally eats? Do you think he's playing it up for the camera? Or do you think maybe he's even downplaying it and trying to make it look healthier? And anybody in chat, I'm interested in your opinion as well. Do you think that he's playing it up? You know, buying food that's worse than what he normally gets? Do you think he's downplaying it? In fact, I'm going to make a poll.
I know what I can get. Hold on.
is it butter?
I already have it. I did. It's kind of like butter, right?
Yeah.
Where the fuck's the coconut water?
That's what the energy drinks.
What?
Yeah, they put all the healthiest stuff together.
Hold on, I'm going back to this. I remember being in the juice aisle.
Well, it's coconut water. It's not coconut juice.
I know, but I remember being in the juice aisle. Or sometimes it's in the freezer section too. In the fridge section.
I didn't know coconut water was a
Empty calories
refrigerator
crap.
Coconut milk right here. Coconut milk. That's it.
Well, that's not water. That's milk.
That's coconut milk.
Fine.
They have a cream in it too. See? Non-dairy, no added sugar. This is vanilla. Where's the
I don't like
want the
Boogie
cream
either.
stuff. This.
I know there was a time when he was popular where a lot of people liked him, but over the years, like people have seen, he's just a really scummy guy. Like I should go into depth more on him one time. I did once before. I did a show where I went into some detail on him. I don't remember how long ago it was, but I could probably do another one. He's just a really scummy, sleazy guy. He scams people for money. He lies. He lies about having cancer. Like, that's something that I'm going to bring up because that's just such a scummy thing to do. He lies about other people mistreating him. He lies about how he claims he's lost all of his money in bad investments. It turns out he really spent it all on prostitutes and sex workers and who knows what.
I can drink, and if I get dehydrated strawberries, I have dehydrated strawberries at home. I put those in this. It's like a pink drink.
Yeah.
And I'm saving a bunch of money. There's something else that goes in a pink drink. I don't know what it is. Something like a cranberry something.
Liqueur?
The Foodie
Not
Scooty.
cranberry liqueur, because that would be
The Foodie Scooty. That's a funny word for it. I will call it that too. The Foodie Scooty.
drunk,
Okay.
which I don't drink. But I think you're supposed to be like that makes it more like pink drink. Doesn't matter. I found the soda pop loophole, y'all.
That was the best. The one that was squeaking every time it rolled. That was such a funny video. That was peak Foodie. That was some of her best material. I can agree with that.
What's that? That's almond milk.
Oat milk.
Almond milk. Choy milk. What the fuck is choy? Choy? Chobani. Chobani. Oat. How do you milk an oat?
Oh, I'm not into
little oat nibbles. How do you do that?
Never say that again.
Oat nibble?
Yes.
I didn't know oats had nibbles.
I mean, that's one of the things that will, from me, get you canceled. But like for me,
Personally, just personally.
Yeah.
Personally, you'll be canceled. Okay, stay with me. This is popcorn.
Yeah.
Okay,
Popcorn.
popcorn is considered a really good light snack. Okay,
In some ways, yeah.
right? So stay with me.
Yeah.
This is Cheetos popcorn.
Yeah.
Probably just as healthy.
Yeah. I can definitively say that's probably true, actually.
This has less calories. How does this have less?
All right, so he's back on the chips now. More unhealthy junk. Let me just rewind just to drop. So this is the chips, popcorn, all this stuff. Some folks I know, Chantel is really addicted to this crap.
Me get you canceled, but like
For you,
for me,
personally, just personally,
yeah.
Personally, you'll be canceled. Okay, stay with me. This is popcorn.
Yeah.
Okay,
Popcorn.
popcorn is considered a really good light snack. Okay,
In some ways, yeah.
right?
Ah,
stay with
yes.
Yeah.
He absolutely is a cancer on the internet. People like Boogie, and what I mean by people like him is scammers. People who try to take advantage of their audience, people who try to take advantage of the sympathy of others. That's what I don't like. If somebody does like a scam where they try to tell people, hey, I'm going to do an investment and you people can make a lot of money with me, and it doesn't work out, that's a bad investment. But if somebody is playing on people's emotions and making stuff up that's totally not even true, that's a scammer. That's the worst kind of stuff.
This is Cheetos popcorn.
Yeah.
Probably just as
Boogie claims he's in poor health and you should feel bad for him. Oh, feel bad for me. I have bad health. I need money for medical tests. I can't afford to pay my bills because my health is so bad. I can't afford my health insurance. But look what he eats.
Yeah. I can definitively say that's probably true, actually.
This has less calories. How does this have less calories than this?
Probably the serving size.
1 ounce compared to 2 cups.
Yeah, 1 ounce is way more.
28 grams. 28 grams versus 28 grams?
You know what, Boogie, despite his ignorance, actually revealed something very interesting here. This is something I've known about. When you look at the serving size, look at the weight. Don't just look at the size. Because 2 cups of popcorn is 28 grams. I think it's 1 ounce of these chips is also 28 grams. Yes, the chips are 20 calories more, but it's the same food by weight. So don't think, oh, I get twice as much of this. No, you get basically the same amount. Just make sure you look at the weight as well. Don't just look at the size.
Taste test.
Yeah, that'll determine how many calories there are.
Yeah, whatever tastes better. That's at least in my opinion.
Yeah, that's my understanding. I'll pause it there.
Did I remember to get hummus?
Yep.
I have hummus at home, but I don't remember to get hummus while I was here.
You should just get the chickpeas.
These club crackers, I used to like these when I was a kid, but I think they used to make them with butter. Now they just make them with grease. They don't taste good to me anymore. Maybe they made them differently when I was younger because I feel like the taste is different. But yeah, now they're just so much made with palm oil and soybean, whatever kind of oil they use. But they have a really greasy aftertaste, and I do not like it.
And make it yourself.
Is that a fat joke? Am I supposed to step on the chickpeas? Is that...
Yeah, it's the only way to get them to that consistency. You don't have a blender.
And he's not just eating these club crackers, he's putting hummus on them. If you're going to put hummus on it, start with something that's not already covered in grease.
Oh, you're an idiot. Jesus Christ. I love you. Yeah. Fucking moron. You guys want to know a little something special about Chad? Special.
Now I have to ask: were people there relatively healthy weight, or was that an issue, or is it just they only ate a little bit every day, like just a spoonful? Like was it because I mean I know that I would overeat it. I would not be able to eat just 1 spoonful.
Information about Chad. This brand of cookies is his favorite, and I'm trying to find his actual favorite. He loves these.
Those are tasty.
Yeah. Dude goes nuts for these.
Huh? Milano, yeah.
And he's coming home tomorrow.
Yeah, those Melissa cookies.
He's coming home.
Okay, these Pepperidge Farm cookies, I haven't looked at them in a while. I don't know if they're still made with butter or not, but I think they used to be made with real butter. If they are, that's one of the best choices as far as if you are going to get cookies, get something made with real butter, get something made with real chocolate, because they have cookies that are made with fake chocolate. I think, what do they call it? I don't even know exactly what the ingredients are on it, but it's not real chocolate. It's like, I forgot what they call it, like chocolate flavored solids or something. And then they also have stuff that's made with the oil instead of butter. So if you're gonna get butter cookies, get them made with real butter. If you're gonna get chocolate, make sure it's made with real chocolate. Still, moderation, be careful. But if you are gonna get that stuff, at least get the real stuff if you can.
Tomorrow, so
Yeah.
get them for him, you know?
Yeah, 0% eaten by you.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes he gives me a couple. He'll devour that whole sleeve.
Oh, thank you, Mouse Toes. A wax, that makes sense. Like a sweetened wax.
Don't you worry.
Yeah.
I still didn't know that about Hope. I'm learning a lot during this trip.
Yeah. A lot of factual information.
Did you see her? She gave me fucking side eye.
Yeah.
Because do you think she saw the face tattoo?
I mean,
I will look into that.
maybe.
It doesn't matter. It's supposedly fake anyway.
I'm not familiar with that author, but I will look into it.
I mean, the truth will out or whatever.
Yeah, the truth will come out. When this shit's still here in a year, they'll fucking know.
You'll be like, man, that's some really high quality temporary tattoo materials.
That's why I got so infected and gross and peeling and nasty.
Oh, the macadamia nuts.
It's now fake.
Macadamia nuts are so tasty. I mean, it's hard not to eat too many of them, but they are just so delicious. I love macadamia nuts, but I can't buy them because I'll eat too many of them. I can't eat just 1 or 2.
Tattoos always scar permanently.
Like all of my experience points to that being true.
Yeah, because you got that dick tattoo.
Yeah.
Because I saw him in the bathroom once. Editor, I know you're the only one's gonna see.
Yeah,
it.
I'm allergic to metal, so I just had to get a tattoo of a piercing.
Yeah, I saw his tattoo on his dick the other day, and I saw it said WD, and I said, Flint, what's
You saw the tattoo on somebody's dick? I don't even want to know how he saw that.
the WD stand for on your dick, like WD-40 or
Western
something?
Digital.
He said, no. It's when it's erect, it actually reads, "Welcome to Arkansas. Have a nice day." He said,
This guy's jokes are so forced, and they're always like nasty jokes. They're never clever.
it was all shrinking.
Well, we shouldn't say that. Some of them are okay, but it's usually because he stole them from somebody else. He never makes his own jokes up.
Yeah.
Shrinkly, as I like to call that, shrinkly. Do I need more hummus, or do I have ooh, grapes? Ooh, cherries. I like cherries.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Oh yeah, it doesn't count if
Fat guy tax.
Finally, he's been in the video for what, 20 minutes at this point?
But that's the thing about produce. You're allowed to test it and see if you want to buy
He's
it.
been in the video for what, 20 minutes at this point. He's finally got some fruits. Finally got something that wasn't junk food. He got a little bit of meat in the very beginning, and everything else has been junk food.
Oh, I don't think
No,
that's
you're
true.
allowed to have one. And here, I can prove it to you. You take it up front to where they help you check out, and you give him one and say that's what you want, he'll tell you it's free. Because they don't want to check out. So therefore, the first one's always free.
I'm pretty sure it's all self checkout now.
I will give it a look. Let me say thank you.
Here, I'm getting checked out regular. I'm not doing self checkout. Fuck that.
Oh, you're fancy.
Well, I'm lazy and I'm fat.
Yeah, that's what that means.
They are delicious. They're so good.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah.
Hey, an actual healthy item. As long as you don't eat like the whole bag in one sitting.
Spit.
Yeah.
Oh shit! This is trash can right
Okay,
here.
look at this. We were talking about the price of food a minute ago. We were talking about how expensive everything was. Now, yes, food has gotten expensive in a lot of places.
Right.
But let's look at this.
Yeah.
The prices.
Hey, an actual healthy item. As long as you don't eat like
These
the whole
apples,
bag.
$1.37 a pound for apples. Now, I don't even know, these are probably not the best apples, but still, $1.37 a pound. That's a good price for apples.
In one sitting.
Spit.
$1.50, Red Delicious apples. I don't really like Red Delicious, but at $1.50 you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Oh shit! This is trash can right here.
Yeah.
$2.68 for melon. Pineapples, $2.18.
You know what the thing is about cherry seeds?
Yeah.
So I'm going to say this, that yes, food has gotten expensive, but but still, sometimes the healthy choices are still sometimes the best deal.
There's a bit.
Yep.
Ate them. Oh, I wonder if they got a rotisserie chicken off this time of night. What are these?
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's better than Little Debbie, right? It's better than Little Debbie snacks.
On the rotisserie? Nah,
Get a chicken.
I don't think they have them this time of night.
I don't like them either. I don't like Red Delicious either.
It tends to.
I personally think Golden Delicious. Anybody who loves Golden Delicious in the audience, my apologies to you, but I think those are the worst apples. Golden Delicious to me taste, ugh, I don't, those are not good. One thing I do like, and I know they're terrible for you, these gummies. I love the taste of gummies, especially the sour ones, but I learned they're really bad for your teeth. I only learned that a few years ago. I stopped eating them, but I learned that those sour gummies, the acid, that sour is actually, they use acid to give that sour taste, and that acid will damage your teeth if you eat enough of it. It often is. Honeycrisp apples are pretty good. My favorite apples overall are Fuji, and Fuji apples are not even expensive. They're relatively cheap, and they're pretty good, in my opinion. So let's look what he got here. This is like just nothing but apps. Look at this junk food. And I am somebody who I love junk food. I'm gonna make a confession right here. I've made it before. I love junk food. I eat junk food sometimes. Let me put my little video on. Let me put on my little video.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Phil. I'm going to get some sweets and some pizza. I'm going off my diet a little bit today.
All right, yeah, anyway, I love sweets, I love junk food, but I would not eat like this. This is just asking, this is crazy. This is nothing but junk. There's not anything healthy in here at all. Like, this is embarrassing. Like, this is just popcorn, chips, peanut butter. Peanut butter, okay, that's not that bad. But chocolate, s'mores spread, cookies. What else? Let's let it keep going.
How the hell is this
Stuffed marshmallows.
$107 damn? It's all that fruit.
$107 of junk food. He spent over $100 on basically all junk food.
That's what gets you.
Yeah.
If you, it's all that damn produce.
Not worth it.
It's not worth it just to be a little bit less fat. Good Lord.
Thank you, Maz. Those are sweet. You folks are too kind. I'm thinking one of these days I should try to get a webcam or something.
You see him tearing through there? 5, 6 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Unheard of. You're gonna hit some fat fuck on a cart. I don't think you're supposed to bring him outside, by the way.
Maybe.
Oh, you know what? Emperor's shoving in. Now that is something I really like. Like on the receipt, they could list the calories for the items, and then and that would help people keep better track of what they buy. I love that idea, actually. And I don't think it would force anybody to do anything differently, but it would help people to be a lot more educated about what they buy.
It already happened, so.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. They can't stop you.
You're
They
too
can punch
sweet.
you after it's done, but they can't stop you. What are they going to do? Block the damn door? I'm bigger now.
And you have a scooter, so what are
Now,
they gonna
if
do?
you're wondering
Citric
if I left
acid.
the car
Thank
running on
you.
purpose, the answer is yes, because the
Aw,
air
you're too
conditioner's
sweet.
going and it's fucking hot out.
I was wondering.
Oh my God, am I doing it?
It's all the fruit, right? I think I hope that was a joke. If he really believes that, he's delusional. Broke guy spent $100. Oh, you're too sweet, y'all. You're so kind to me. Thank you. You flatter me. Johnny G79, I think he's welcome in, by the way, and I think he has regained most of it. But you're right, though. That is a pathetic haul of junk food. And he talks about having cancer. I don't believe that you can give yourself cancer just by eating junk food. But I do know this: that a healthy diet will improve your health, and that is a very unhealthy diet. That is an unhealthy diet. That is not going to lead to anything good long term. There's nothing positive in his health that's going to come from eating a massive quantity of junk food like that. Just no. Just no. It's not going to happen. Okay, folks. Well, I want to say you have been a fantastic audience. And you know what? Is Hannibal on? I don't see Hannibal on. If Hannibal's not on, I might run one more short video. I might give one bonus content. All right. Is Hannibal on? I'll send you off over there. But I don't see him on. So you know what? I'm going to do one short bonus video tonight. We got a bonus video tonight. We're going to do a bonus video because Boogie had a second video he did. I will pull that one up too. So give me 1 second, folks. We got a bonus video for tonight. Bonus. Let's see here. Put this on. All right. 1 second, let me pull up the other Boogie video.
Office, and I'm down to.
All right, he claims he lost a bunch of weight. He claims to have lost 30 pounds. Let's hear about his recent weight loss, and let's hear what he has to say for our bonus content of the night.
As of today, I just got back from my doctor's office, and I'm down to 300.
Okay, so Boogie here is claiming with a medication called Zepbound. I am not familiar with Zepbound. I'm assuming it's a GLP-1 agonist. I think that's what the name of it is, which is a medication similar to Ozempic or Mounjaro. Again, if I have the details wrong, I'm very interested in corrections. Anybody wants to share some, correct me on the details of this, because I only know so much on this new medication. So he's going to explain his recent results. Now, after seeing what this guy eats, I don't even think it's responsible to put him on weight loss medication. The way that he's eating could not be more irresponsible. But let's hear him describe it. He says he was at 424, he's down to 394.
194 pounds. That's crazy. In just 10 weeks, I lost 30.
So in 10 weeks, he's lost 30 pounds. That's 3 pounds a week. That's a really good, healthy weight loss. But where's the weight coming from if he's eating like that?
Pounds of weight. And I'm not talking about that super easy to lose water weight. I'm talking about fat. I mean, my clothes are fitting different. My body shape is different. You can see it in my face.
Perfect. This video is barely 10 minutes. Perfect timing.
And the way I hold myself in every inch of me. And it's all because of this drug, Zepbound. If you don't know me and you just found this because you Googled the name of the drug, I will tell you that I have severe issues controlling what I eat.
Yes, he did. He had it. I don't remember how long ago it was, but he's basically gained back most of the weight.
I got gastric bypass surgery back in 2017, and I went from 587 all the way down to 330. And then
Thank you. That's okay right here. This is for anybody interested. Here's the exact numbers.
Back in 2017, and I went from 587 all the way down to 330.
Okay. 2017 went from 587 at his highest down to 330 at the lowest. Right now he was at 430. So he basically was around in the middle between the two weights. And now he's down to 390. So he's headed back in the right direction. For his sake, I hope it works, but he seems to be not making, whatever. Let's hear his story.
And then I got back up to 424. If you're anything like me, you're probably pretty obsessed with food. You probably think about it the first moment you wake up, and you probably think about it the last moment when you go to bed, and every moment in between. And this drug has really managed to curb stomp that. In the first month, I noticed that I wasn't thinking about food as often, but I was still eating quite a lot. In the second month, I realized I wasn't really snacking much at all. And when I did, it would generally be like a small piece of fruit, but my meals were still pretty big. Now
he does need a haircut. This hairstyle doesn't work well for him. And I think he needs to a better beard or something, because this neck beard is not working for him. Like, I mean, if he thinks that this is covering up his double chin, it's not doing a good job. I think he'd be better off just trimming the beard and giving himself a jawline. Because he thinks he's covering his double chin, but all he's doing is erasing his jawline. Whereas if he trimmed the beard, it would make it look like he had a jaw.
Third month, my meals have to shrink quite a bit. There's two aspects of this medication, and the first is like food aversion, and it tells your brain that it's not hungry. So if you're the kind of person that gets stomach full but not head full, this drug is really going to be useful for you. And I'm definitely one of those people that my brain constantly craves food, and now it just doesn't. The second thing it does is it slows down your digestive system, and it takes you longer to pass the food that you are eating. And so later in the day when dinner is being served, I generally say I need a very, very small portion because I'm still digesting breakfast, and it leads me to feeling like bloated and gassy.
That's actually an interesting point. It said in 2020 is when the weight came back, so I don't know exactly how it would line up, but that's worth considering.
And a little bit full, and thank you for that. Thank you for that. Not being able to fit food in is what I needed. That's why I got the bypass surgery originally. And so this is doing the same thing for me a second time. Thank God for second chances. I don't know where I'd be without them. So it looks like by the end of the third month, I'll have lost about 10% of my body weight, which is pretty good.
So he said this medication has helped him eat less, and I think that's great. But I think he's setting himself up for failure because, like Detective Cochise described, and I think Detective Cochise, the way he said it, and obviously results vary, everybody's different, but he said that when he was using the Ozempic, what it did for him was it helped him to unlearn some bad habits. That he was on the medication, but he couldn't stay on it forever because of the side effects. He had to take a break. And because he had unlearned some bad habits, even when he stopped taking it, he was able to maintain the weight loss. I feel like Boogie has learned nothing. Boogie is doing everything he can to get fat, and he's thinking the medication can somehow keep his weight down.
I've looked at the research. A lot of people lose more than that, but I'm pretty happy with it because if I'm being honest with you, I'm still eating like shit. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still eating a lot of lean meats. I'm still eating.
Okay, he's eating like crap. And that's I'm glad that he's being honest and he's not lying. But this is not a real solution. If you eat bad food, but you keep the portions low, that can work. But if you're eating large portions of bad food and the only thing that's keeping him from overeating is taking a lot of medicine, eventually he's going to have to stop taking so much medicine. I mean, presumably, right?
A lot of healthy fruits and veggies with my meals, but I am still eating fast food a couple of times a week. I'm still eating fried foods at home a couple of times a week, and I'm eating processed foods a couple of times a week. Though I have noticed here at the halfway mark in the terms of dosages, it goes all the way up to 15, and I'm on 7.5. Sweet, sugary foods do not taste good for me. They do not do what they used to do in my brain. I used to be obsessed with sugar. Now I don't really care about it.
Okay, now this is something that I have trouble believing. He says that he doesn't care about sugar. He doesn't want to eat sugar. But if you looked at the food he bought was basically all loaded with sugar. It was all very heavily loaded with sugar. So if this is somebody who doesn't crave sugar, why are they buying such sugary food? I love sugar, and even I would not buy anywhere near as much candy and sweets as he did. I loved my sweets, but I would not buy anywhere near what he bought. I would buy a lot less than that, and I'm somebody who certainly likes sugar. So if he's saying that he doesn't even have a craving for sugar, why is he buying so much freaking sugar?
I just don't really like sugar as much. I still like it a little bit.
This doesn't make sense.
But I don't feel the need to eat it all day, every day. It tastes good for like dessert, right? Like after a meal, have maybe a Hershey's Kiss, and that's good. That's it. That's all I need. Where I used to sit down and.
Welcome in, Johnny. I think I welcomed you in, but I think that's what you're making a very interesting point here, and I think that's very valid. There's a lot of different ways to get heavy. There's a lot of levels of food addiction, and there's levels of obesity, and there's levels of inactivity, and there's all different things that can cause it and cause it to become a problem. I think that when you have somebody who's so severely food addicted like Boogie, that it's going to have a higher failure.
House like an entire sleeve of cookies. Candy bars and candy, just far too sweet for me now. A sip of regular soda, not a chance. You know what tastes really good to me right now? Fruit. Cherries. I'm on a huge cherry kick.
Okay, this is a lie. This is just a lie. We were in the store and I was pointing out how cheap the fruit was and how expensive the candy was. This is a guy who has financial problems. He claims to have financial problems. But so why is he buying that really expensive, overpriced candy and soda and not buying the inexpensive fruit when he's claiming to have a craving for fruit?
Right now. Thank you, Walmart, for having affordable cherries. Next month, I'm going up to 10 milligrams. And a lot of people say at that dosage, they just have to fight to put food into their body. And I went through that once before with bypass surgery. I paid a doctor $20,000 to cut up my insides. And that makes the $1,200 a month I'm paying right now seem pretty responsible, really.
So he's paying $1,200 a month for medication when he's eating absolute garbage. This guy wants to claim that he is short on money. Of course he's short on money.
Especially because this is working better than that did. There's something about this drug that I don't understand because I've gone down like a shirt size. I've gone down like a pant size.
And they are nice, but in fairness, and just for the sake of disclosure, those are implants. Boogie had pretty bad teeth originally. It is what it is. I'm not trying to shame the guy, but I just want to mention that. Those are implants. They do look good. They're implants.
My body is going through some weird changes. The 30 pounds of weight loss.
I want to say, I have to agree with you. I have to agree. I think that as far as I don't think it has to be, I think you can have dessert somewhat regularly, but it should not be like an automatic thing. Like have dessert if you want it, but don't be like, oh, I have to have my dessert every day, because that usually leads to overeating.
Would not really explain. I gained like 1.5 inches, y'all. That's disgusting, but it's true. I'm feeling more able-bodied and agile, and I can exercise for longer, and I'm sleeping better, and my back pain's worse than it's ever been, but my doctor says that's kind of normal. When you're losing weight, your back has to adjust. He says eventually it will adjust to the new normal. I just feel better. And something else, I went through some crazy stress over the last few months, nothing I've ever gone through before, and I never stress ate. I didn't sit down and eat a single candy bar over it. Make that make sense, because he
didn't eat a single candy bar. Did you see what he shopped? Does this guy did this guy not realize that he uploaded a video of his shopping trip? This video, I don't really do much video editing. I don't really know how, but I should figure it out, because somebody should edit together this video with this shopping trip. Edit together him saying how he has a craving for fruit with him walking past the fruit. Edit together him saying how he ate not a single candy bar with him buying nothing but candy.
First in my 50 years of being alive, I'm telling you, if I went through this level of stress this time last year, the people at McDonald's would know me by name. And I hate McDonald's. Seriously, McDonald's is shit tier food. No self-respecting fat man should be eating McDonald's ever. If you are eating McDonald's a couple times a week, maybe move out of that rural area you live in and get to a place where there's real restaurants. My first video about this, I said I would not.
It seems, Emperor Shavadin, like you have pretty good self-control with at least with certain things like that, and that's awesome. But I know some people don't, and I'm one of them, where some things I have good self-control, but some things I don't. And those things that I don't, I'm better off just not keeping them around me. Like I can't do one cookie a day. I would eat the whole box in 2 days.
Not be taking this medication after the 3rd month because I couldn't afford it. And you know what? I'm willing to find the money. It works that good. I don't know if I have to sell my house. I don't know if I need to rob a bank, but I'll do it, whatever it takes to find this money. Fortunately, I have it this month.
Fallen Angel, I'm a big believer in doing whatever works. As long as it's safe. As long as it's safe, if it works, I don't care if it sounds silly or weird or whatever. If it works, it works. That's what matters.
Come next month, who knows? Who knows? You want to buy some of my collectibles? Come buy this shit. I don't need it no more. I'd rather be skinny. I want to be honest. Yes, I am embarrassed that I don't have the willpower to do this on my own, and that I needed a bypass surgery to get the first part done, and now I have to inject myself with liquid willpower to get this next part off. But you know what? I'm under 400 pounds and embarrassed, and that's a lot better than being embarrassed about 420.
The thing is, it's not about the embarrassment, Boogie. It's about the like people in the chat are saying. You haven't made any serious long-term improvements. You haven't changed your lifestyle. You haven't learned to heal your relationship with food. You're still eating junk. You're in denial.
24 pounds. One day, I hope to be under 300 pounds for the first time since high school, since 10th grade. And I'll be plenty embarrassed then too, but I'll look better doing it. And I'm actually really proud of myself.
Welcome in, Monkey Mac. Good to see you tonight. I'm running just a little bit over. I got a special one last bonus video tonight. Yes, he did. He had bypass surgery in 2017, I think he said, and he lost 150 pounds.
Most of the time I would go to my weight loss doctor's place. I would stop and get Krispy Kreme afterwards, the donuts. And I just don't feel the need to do that right now. And I don't care where that comes from. I don't care if I need to inject it into my eyeball 3 times a day. If it gets it done, it gets it done. I'm happy to do it because I'm kind of tired of Krispy Kreme at this point, if I'm being honest with you. I just tired of wasting my money and my health on it. And I just want to feel better, man. And I would like to look better. And more than important than anything, I like to live longer. And if a combination of making the right choices, and a drug that helps me make the right choices is what it takes. Better that than dead. I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but better that than dead. And if you're watching this video because you're wondering whether or not I recommend the drug, the answer is yes. I recommend it over Ozempic because it does more things that Ozempic does and costs the same. Seems to be more effective. The studies are saying it's...
All right, so this guy's endorsing this drug. I don't think he said anything that makes me think that it's any better or worse than any other. I will say this, that even if it is working for him, it's like glitter and lasers getting the liposuction. It is such a temporary solution because the minute they stop getting the procedures, the minute she stops getting the liposuction, the minute he stops the medication, it's all going to come right back. And I don't wish that on him, but that's what else could it be?
Way better than Ozempic, Wegovy, all these other drugs.
Lord,
this is the one to take.
Happy to hear that, and that's just awesome. And I was saying earlier, anybody, if you're working on getting toward a healthy weight, whether it's losing some body fat or whether it's putting on some healthy weight, whatever it is, I'm a big supporter of that here. I managed to do pretty good with my weight this year. I've lost like another pound or two. Basically been holding steady, which is where I want to be. I'm at a healthy weight.
Take if you are like me, if you have food addiction problems, if you have an obsessive eating disorder, if you need the help, this might be the drug to do it. And I'll tell you, when you look at the research that's coming from this thing, they say it's slowing brain shrinkage in Alzheimer's patients, and it's helping livers recover and helping organs and morbidly obese people recover. And there's all these crazy things it's doing. And yeah, weight loss is a big part of it, but this drug might be affecting other organs and other things that we don't understand yet because these drugs are so incredibly new. Now, I'm a guinea pig. I'm the guinea pig. I'm the canary in the cage right now. This ends up giving me like, a stroke or heart attack or something like that. Then you'll know. Then you'll know to be careful. Going into this early, they say it's safe. The studies say it's safe, but is it? We never know. We never know.
Okay, so he's saying he doesn't even know if it's safe, but he recommends it. All right, well, okay, folks. Thank you for coming in tonight. I think we've had a good show. I mean, I hope it was a pretty good show. It's been good. Been up and down. I think the Tess Holiday segment was pretty good. I think that overall, the Foodie segment was good. Overall, it was a good show. I'm happy with it. I wish I had a little more about glitter and lasers, though. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate every one of you. I think I absolutely love having this fun chat that we have. And I just really love doing this show. I hope to see you all again next week. Let me put up my Cash App at the end here for anybody. If you would like to send a donation, it is always appreciated, never required. And let me put on my little music, and I'm going to send you out. All right. Have a good night, everybody. And there's a link to the House of Hannibal. Check him out. He's got a great stream on tonight. At least I assume it is. I will be over there myself, at least to say hi for a little bit. All right, everybody. No problem, Empress Shabbaton. Everybody have a wonderful night. Good night, everybody.